I'm looking across this room. You guys kind of make me sick.
Why?
Because I know damn well you haven't done a single thing to honor Joe Alt this morning.
You don't know what I did this
I know
morning.
you have not woken up and paid your respects.
I can show you a DM right now that I sent him.
To Joe Alt?
Absolutely.
I hope there's some money involved in there. Hope you cash apped him.
I ain't got it like that.
There was a thought. There was a prayer. That's about it.
The good thing is we're not talking about Joe Alt today. We're not talking about my pain and despair as a Chargers fan. As you see by the title, we are going to give our NFL midseason award picks. We are now post week 9, which is now, I guess, the new official halfway point of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Some teams have played 9 games. Some teams have played 8 games. We're going to go through every single major award, a couple extra new ones we threw in there, and tell you who we would pick to win these awards if the season ends today. So not projecting forward, just based on these 9 weeks, who would be the winner of each award?
Let's do it.
Listen, we are not even going to bury the lead. We're not going to make you guys wait for the part everybody wants to hear about. We're going to start with the biggest one. Get it done right up front. Who is the MVP of the NFL through week 9? Again, not projecting, not who you think will win by the end of the year. Just on this 9-game sample size, if this was a start of the playoffs this week, who would be your MVP?
Who are guys immediately that come to mind who are worthy of this award?
Quarterbacks on good teams. That's about it.
Okay.
And obviously, early season, Baker Mayfield was like a fun pick to get that award. I think that's kind of slowed down a little bit with some more return to normalcy games.
Mm-hmm.
Though I suppose you could still argue for that, given the fact that for the first 6 weeks, he was a favorite for some people. So that's still a worthy pick. Matthew Stafford comes to mind as somebody who's in backpacking. Obviously, Mahomes and Josh Allen will always be in mind. Then there's my pick. I was going to pick Mahomes until 2 days ago when they lost to the Buffalo Bills. And I realized that in the spirit of if the season ended today, the Chiefs would not be in the playoffs.
Dude, you're correct about that. And on top of that, too, through that game 2 days ago, I think Josh Allen, my bad. Patrick Mahomes, he had like the worst completion percentage of his entire career.
Yeah.
And that definitely tanked the fuck out of his
worst
stock.
success rate per drop back in his career at 35% on success rates in that game.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pick him now, even though I do think he'll probably win it by the end of the season because they're not in the playoffs. The season today, coming off of a stinker to end the season, my MVP is Drake May.
Surprise, surprise.
That's my MVP too.
Okay. I'm surprised we all went there. Did you have any consideration of somebody else?
No, I didn't. I actually think that it's, well, so personally, yes, because I would like to put Jonathan Taylor in that discussion. Yeah. However, I understand the way that the world works.
It's your vote. You can do what you want.
I understand the way that the world works. I know that like MVP is the quarterback award. Offensive Player of the Year is for everybody else. Sometimes they even want to put quarterbacks in there. So I will save him for that. But in terms of like MVP, who actually, it's Drake May. The Patriots are the 1 seed right now.
They're 7-2, and granted, they have an easy schedule, a 4th place schedule. You only play who's in front of you.
That was the entire point. Any Patriots take that you had, any reason to believe any type of optimism for this team was obviously like Drake May leap. You're bringing in Vrabel, and that's just going to rise to competency. But you are thinking competency plus the easiest schedule in the NFL and a young quarterback that we think can actually perform and take a little bit of a step forward. That is why you thought, hey, they could win 10 games. Yeah. Even the best case scenario for what people were thinking about the Patriots preseason, we've surpassed that already.
Yeah. I remember before the season started, of course, like there was big talk about Drake May and the season that he was about to have. A lot of people were buying a lot of stock on this specific young quarterback, more than Caleb Williams with the new head coach acquisition he made, more than Bo Nix or whoever else you want to throw in that conversation, excluding Jaden Daniels, of course. I don't think anyone foreseen this level of growth in terms of ball placement, in terms of his ability to read the field really well while having good touch on like tough throws after the scramble. I don't think anyone saw this level of growth coming.
Yeah, I think if we want to talk about like favorites to win the conference and stuff, we can get into the strength of schedule things and say, yeah, the Patriots are good, but there's certain context to why the record is how it looks, right? That's all fair talking about the team. But for a midseason MVP, it doesn't matter. What matters is they're the 1 seed. And outside of the context of who they're playing, Drake May has performed exceptional in essentially every single measurable way. You look across every stat that even attempts to measure somebody's impact in regards to who's next to them, who they're playing, everything of that sort. You can get the most advanced stats ever. Drake May will be top 5 in every single one of them. And he'll be closer to 1 than 5 in most of them. He's 4th in passing yards overall. 1st in completion percentage over expected. 3rd in EPA per dropback. He's the 4th highest quarterback in terms of pressure rate. So he's having a lot of pressure on him with an O-line that is still young and leaky. He's 9th in tight window percentage. So he's throwing lots of tough balls that aren't just wide open schemed. He's fitting the ball into tight windows and still being top of the league in efficiency, like I just mentioned. He's 1st in deep ball accuracy, passes over 20 yards, 1st by a mile. Actually, I forgot. Sam Darnold caught up to him. But those two are 1st by a mile. Go up and down. Every stat measures exactly what you see with the eye test, that he is carrying this team. The team has done a better job of being confident around him. A lot of the veteran acquisitions they made on both sides of the ball have worked. Shout out Stephon Diggs. Shout out Landry. Shout out all the other guys they brought in. But this offense is really going as far as it's going because Drake May is backpacking.
And that is why it's also so frustrating. Because right now, if you look at the odds, Josh Allen is still the favorite. And so I do feel like, and I wonder, because right now, again, it's like it's mid-season. I haven't listened to absolutely every football podcast out there, but I want to know like what the general idea of who the MVP is.
Yeah.
And if people are picking Josh Allen, I really feel like it's like, well, if you are picking Josh Allen, I do think that is because you came into the season saying one of the big 4 is going to win it, and you think like, all right, Josh is just the better player.
Well, you're talking about odds that are projecting. That's the problem. Is that most people talk.
But even that, but even at this moment, like if people are doing exactly what we're doing, and it's like if the season ended today and you're still picking Josh Allen, I think that's wrong.
Yeah,
you know?
I think you see less of that though for that exercise. But I do think the odds is interesting because, like, are the Patriots going to stay as the 1 seed? Probably not. I don't know. Just like. But they could be at this rate. You never know.
Yeah.
But I can understand the thought process that we still think by the end of the season, with another half of the year, things will normalize in terms of who we expect to win more games as the year goes on. And these top tier quarterbacks will, show that they're above the rest. And that's kind of the thought process of why people think Josh Allen will win it, or Mahomes, or shit, if you think the Ravens are going to win out, you want to have a Lamar propaganda contest, go for it. I kind of understand that thought process just because the record is so insanely high compared to what we think of the team. But yeah, there's no reason to pick Josh Allen, I think, in terms of it to see the end today. Just because there's been so many games where we see not like atrocious Josh Allen performances, but towards the lower end of what we know he's capable of. And we know the team he has the benefit of having an amazing run game, an amazing offensive line, and James Cook you could tell me James Cook is in your running for Offensive Player of the Year. And I would believe you and not have a huge problem with it.
I would have a problem with it. I would believe that because you said it out of your mouth, but that's a problem.
Okay, well, I'm not going there, but like, like the capabilities he's displayed.
He's on the ballot. Salute James Cook.
I guess that's what I mean. Honorable mention in the conversation. You shouldn't pick him over the other running back in the conversation, but you know what I mean. He could be honorable mention. Drake May has no strength in the supporting cast. He has a mediocre young offensive line. He has a goddamn terrible running back group and terrible running back efficiency around him. Ramondre Stevenson fumbles the ball all the time, is among the lowest in EPA per rush in the league. They don't trust Trayvon Henderson to give them any juice there. There's no benefit there. And the weapons in terms of the passing game have been better than expected. Him and Kayshon Boutte have a great connection on the deep balls. Stephon Diggs showed that even off the ACL, when he's lost a little bit of a step, he's kind of like in Keenan Allen territory where he'll be good forever because he's so smart and such a proficient route runner. So that's been nice. Hunter Henry, just consistent, solid guy. All these guys, I think, are more benefiting from Drake May than the ball than the other way around.
Yeah, I think, and like we've seen moments from Drake May where, especially early on in the season, like you had the Steelers game where things were just going wrong. You had the Raiders game at the beginning of the year where it's like, damn, like we're turning the ball over. It's still looking like old Drake May. And if you take those moments out, which you can do that for every quarterback, take the bad moments out. They look awesome. But everything else has been, I'm putting this team on my back. I am carrying. I am making some of the toughest plays that are necessary to get us to where we need to be. Yeah. And those two games, again, 7-2, those two games. And you look at the way that those games went. And if you play those out 10 times, 100 times before people start, breaking legs or whatever, there's a real thing where Patriots fans could look at themselves right now and be like, wow, we really should be like 9-0, 8-1. Like they've played at a level where it is it is like, yeah, we should be the 1 seed, and it should be pretty clear. And I think having that level of team success, this level of a jump, and Drake May performing at the way that he is at this point over everybody, yeah, he is the MVP.
Yeah, I agree. Now I will say, the last game that they played, they did win, but he did make a couple of crucial mistakes. I think they played against the Falcons. Yes, correct. And the game was dumb close. I honestly should have lost that fucking game. But needless to say, even if
shout out kickers not being real people, shout out kickers losing the game for Atlanta, missing the extra point, letting them lose by 1 point.
Yeah, like needless to say, even with that in mind, I think he does still carry them to the top, or he still is the front runner of this MVP race right now.
Yeah.
But I have a question. For me, in my mind, and how I categorize MVP, I'm still like, I understand the NFL landscape and what traditionally tends to get voted and uprooted when it comes to that conversation. But why is Justin Herbert not in those conversations right now for what he's like withstanding? This is why I looked at you and had this conversation, not you.
I mean, he can be if you want, but it's really. He can be in the conversation for MVP, right? For doing it a lot with a little, withstanding injuries and still carrying his team and doing all these things that we know will be the Justin Herbert argument, the not his fault award arguments. The problem is Drake May also doesn't have help. And Drake May is outperforming everybody in terms of team wins, individual production, individual efficiency, and the lack of help argument. So really anybody you line up against him, like you mentioned that Drake May didn't have a great game. Yeah. I also was like, yeah, he's not coming off the best game. I'm going to show recency bias to the last week of the season in a season end of today thing. But then I match him up with other people. I just don't see how they check more boxes and have a better argument than him. Because everything that stands true for Justin Herbert, Drake May is outpacing him in basically every way outside of passing yards.
Yeah, that is true.
And like Justin Herbert's better, but the MVP award is, we factor in team success, we factor in team context. Drake May's team context is probably a little bit worse, and his team success is a little bit better.
It's tough. Yeah, he's not getting it, and it is going to be for a lot of the reasons that you would think that he's not going to get it, which is the team success isn't like, and the Chargers are good, and their record is fine. They're only a game.
They have one game less, so it's pretty good. You could entertain Justin Herbert in this conversation. It wouldn't be crazy.
In a season ending today, yeah. But let us play 2 more weeks.
Yeah, when we have Austin Deculus getting him murdered. Yeah, it's gonna be terrible for the rest of the year. So that's why you're not hearing him in this conversation, is because everybody's projecting that it's gonna go downhill real fucking fast with Joe Alt now gone and the offensive line being legitimately the worst in the NFL by pretty clear margins, I think, by the time we get to the end of the season. So we just assume Justin Herbert's gonna get fucking killed. But yeah, for through 9 weeks, I think you could put him second place, honestly, with the way Patrick Mahomes ended this last week and the fact that they're really not a playoff team, so we can't pick him. I think Justin Herbert's a solid second choice.
He is my second choice. I agree with you guys when it comes to the Drake May conversation. It's a tough second for Justin Herbert because then you have Matthew Stafford, who's in the conversation.
Another good second choice.
But I think that's like, in my mind, not the more fun conversation, but it's even harder to weed out like where these guys lie.
You know who I thought about for a second choice as well?
Who?
Don't say it.
Sam Darnold.
See, dude, hell yeah.
I didn't go there.
Yeah, I can't go there for a second.
I thought about it. I didn't end up going there because he has somebody that could be argued to be the offensive player of the year and an offensive coordinator that will be a head coach next year. And I think if we had an assistant coach of the year award, it would go to Clint Kubiak, I think. So I think Sam Darnold has enough helping him that, again, Drake May has very little helping him in that regard. So that that made it not a conversation.
Yeah.
But as of now, through 9 weeks, you look at all these efficiency metrics I talked about, all these deep ball metrics I talked about, EPA, everything. Drake May's towards the top. So is Samuel Darnold.
Yeah. People are going to hear what you said lastly about how much help that Sam Darnold has, and then the Sam Darnold truthers, if there's a group out there that exists, shout out to you, they're going to be like, oh, you guys said that last year, but when he had Kevin O'Connell and all that, and everyone getting in that system, and you guys know how you guys are talked about how he could look with pressure down his back, and pressure still down his back, considering how that O-line is. Yeah,
and it's not, Sam Darnold's been great. He's been, I say he could be second MVP right now. So I'm not saying that he's carried by that. Like last year, the thought process was he's carried by that stuff. By Justin Jefferson, by Kevin O'Connell. We're past that. Sam Darnold is fantastic this year. Like he has been truly one of the 10 best quarterbacks in the league, probably closer to 5 best quarterbacks in the league at this point in the season. It's just Drake May also has been that and has less help. So that's why I went toward Drake May and didn't pick Sam Darnold, but I heavily considered it.
He would be Sam. I think Darnold, if we're going today, and you honestly convinced me because I wasn't thinking Herbert coming into this combo, but I would have.
Ooh, Jacoby Myers traded to the Jags.
Interesting. Okay, cool. I would take I would take Drake May. I think I would go Stafford 2 and then Herbert 3 and Darnold 4.
Allen 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. It's all these quarterbacks. That's the group that you choose between in whatever order you pleases you. It has to be Drake May at the top, especially because I think we knew Drake May was going to be better. We knew he was going to have those flashes he showed last year, him being able to handle pressure and deliver the ball down the field and do all the highlight stuff that we knew of Drake May with the crazy physical abilities, the fact that he was drawing Justin Herbert and Josh Allen comparisons with his play style. The fact that he's also like the most consistent quarterback in the league in terms of success rate and down to down staying ahead of the chains. They're second in the NFL as a team in success rate on passing plays. That makes it a no contest to me through this part of the season. The fact that you're the big play guy that can make anything happen, crazy deep ball success with Kayshon Boutte, and you're the technician that's staying ahead of the chains in this way, kind of just the full package.
Yeah, shout out to Drake May. He definitely got it. He has the MVP. Now, if we were projecting rest of the season,
Smart money's on Patrick Mahomes, I think.
You still think Mahomes would get it?
I mean, so smart money is Mahomes or Josh Allen just because of history and the fact that these two teams are probably going to be good by the end of the year. I would go Mahomes just because I think if they both go as planned and both those teams are very good and pass the team talent threshold, I'll be shocked if Mahomes doesn't have a better argument in terms of the like carry job he's doing with the lackluster talent.
So I'm staying with Drake May. Even if we were
because the team record's going to sustain.
Yeah, I think they have games. One, they have the easiest schedule left in the league. That's a little thrown off because they have a game against the Ravens, and like obviously that's going to be different. But they still have 2 games against the Jets, a game against the Dolphins, the Giants, and the Bengals. That's what is that? That's 5 wins right there. This is going to be minimum a 12-win team, and if you can get a win against Baltimore, another one against Buffalo, Tampa Bay, like is there a world where the Patriots are 13-4 and Drake May is top 3 in passing yards and still super efficient and doing all this stuff? Yeah.
Sure.
And I think in a year where if the Chiefs don't win out, they're going to be 12-5, 11-6. You might take if the Pats are the 1 seed, they win the AFC East. Now you're beating out the other MVP candidate in that same division. So you're over Josh Allen. So even in that big 3, I think that Drake May and the Pats, the road that they have ahead of them, if they keep doing what they're doing, I'm taking Drake May.
I'm with you. Fuck it. You convinced me. He's not the favorite right now. You said Josh Allen's the favorite betting wise. Let's put some goddamn money down. Let's get in on Drake May MVP.
Wild card question: is Lamar completely out of this conversation?
Probably, unless they win out and unless he has the greatest 9-game stretch in NFL history, which you cannot rule out with regular season Lamar Jackson. Yeah, he's probably gonna be out of it.
And I'm looking at their schedule. And it looks like damn near they can have possibly one of the greatest second half stretches in NFL history.
We'll see, but it's hard to bet on, but not ridiculous.
Very, very hard to bet on. But I'm thinking about that whole situation and that possible equation, and I'm like, oh shit, like he has more passing touchdowns than guys like Jordan Love, more passing touchdowns than Baker Mayfield, more passing touchdowns than Josh Allen, and he missed a whole month of football still.
Yeah, it's also hard because like he missed a lot of time, so it hurts the value. But we can get there, but you never know.
That'll be crazy.
Let's move on to what I think is probably the biggest debate we're going to have today.
Okay.
Offensive Player of the Year. This is incredibly difficult because we are watching 2 generational seasons in generational productivity and generational carrying of your offense to a high level with that productivity from 2 different players in 2 different positions in 2 wildly different scenarios. And I think to me, it's between Jackson Smith and Jigba or Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
And I think there's no wrong answers here because I think both are wildly deserving of the honor in most years. JSN is on pace for damn near 2,000 yards. It might still be on pace for 2,000, actually. I don't know if he did blow it or not. And Jonathan Taylor is not on pace for, but has a chance to compete for LaDainian Tomlinson's touchdown record while also leading the league in rushing yards by a wide margin, while also being the driving factor of the best offense in the league. That's one of the best offenses of all time. Where do we go with these 2?
I'm always a little bit biased towards the running backs who are doing like great things. Yeah. And so I would give it to Jonathan Taylor because I do think that like playing 8 games and being at like basically 1,000 yards is ridiculous. Averaging, once you start getting into that like 99, 100 yards per game, just on the ground, not including what he does as a pass catcher as well. That's awesome. And there's a lot of backs that have, and not necessarily like in this specific league, but just of all time. There's a lot of backs who have really, really good offensive lines and don't have all the vision, the speed, the ability to set up blocks, the ability to take advantage of what's given to them. And when you see somebody doing that to the highest level in what Jonathan Taylor's doing, I look at that and I'm like, okay, it probably is. And the fact that we're doing this, and obviously it's an entire team thing. Everybody plays a role, this and that. This man had Daniel Jones as his quarterback, and what he is doing and the production that he has allowed Daniel Jones to elevate himself and play much better throughout the course of the season.
Couldn't help himself.
I know.
How to get Daniel Jones slandered.
And I mean, they're coming off a terrible game. But I do think that what Jonathan Taylor's doing is amazing. So I would take him right now.
I don't think I think Daniel Jones played great. So I'm not going to give him props for carrying Daniel Jones. Like, it's like,
if he had, like,
he's not carrying JJ McCarthy. It's not like it's like that level. Daniel Jones is playing fantastic.
Exactly. I don't think he's at a position to where he's literally playing with someone who anchors his offense.
No, it's not like that at all.
Yeah.
He sees one bad game. He's ready to get back on Daniel Jones.
No. I mean, first of all, like, we didn't see. This is what I'm saying. I'm okay being a hater, but the setup.
Oh, we know.
That's what I'm saying. But the setup, I don't appreciate that. We all came into the season thinking that Daniel Jones was not good,
and we've since changed our mind. We've since proven that he's perfect for the system. We talked about it at length.
I know, and I think that I think part of that is the fact that
you're right. It is part of it.
You know that Jonathan Taylor is playing absolutely out of his mind, and it's created this environment where Daniel Jones really has everything in front of him to where he can play better. And so because of that, like, I had that same question with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's doing the same thing. So you could also say that for JSN. Yeah. I just think my priors on Daniel Jones were a little bit lower than what they were on Sam Darnold. So that's why I'm giving.
But like, just a little bit though. You also hated Sam Darnold.
yes.
Wait, did you?
I wasn't a Sam Darnold fan.
Yeah. Okay. But like, neither here nor there. I don't think the fact that they're playing with previously thought to be low-tier quarterbacks is a convincing argument for either of them, just because they both have that, if you want to stretch that, right? Like, that discourse battle is there for both of them. I think, okay, so I haven't fully decided, but I think you could argue that Jonathan Taylor is the most important player on the best offensive team. So that's like almost like an MVP argument. So he has to get it for team success and for everything you said. He does help Daniel Jones. He is the driving factor. People were doing Daniel Jones MVP talks early in the season. That was always ridiculous. Jonathan Taylor is the best player on that offense. That's pretty clear. And it's pretty clear how Daniel Jones benefits from that. You could argue that the touchdowns could be the deciding factor, that not only is he pacing for 1,000 yards, not only is he taking advantage of good blocking situations, the fact that he's creating so many touchdowns from so far out, he's creating long touchdowns, that's a good deciding factor for him. You could also say that rushing offense is a team-based thing, and he has a good offensive line, and that gives him more of a boost than anything JSN has in terms of team support. That a running back's a little more dependent on the people in front of him, and the Colts have a fantastic run blocking unit. You could argue that. That's a thing there. And you, like I said, you could say that JSN is also carrying a mediocre quarterback. It just has to win, and he has a wide receiver room around him that is fully dependent on him being a vertical number one outside threat that can stretch the field and attack from all locations. And he's carrying that burden on his shoulders to open things up for everybody else. You look at that touchdown that they scored to Torrey Horton in that game last week, whenever they had two bodies double teamed on JSN, which gave Torrey Horton the one-on-one in the back left corner of the end zone. That type of stuff creates a lot of opportunities. And you could argue that a wide receiver in the modern NFL just has more impact to others in that way.
I understand that. And especially considering with how the Seahawks scheme is overall, they're not necessarily a pass first base team.
They want to run the ball a lot for sure.
Exactly. Yeah, that's their whole game plan. They're one of the lowest passing attempt teams in the entire league, and seeing how JSN's numbers are, it just like makes me think of him as the best deep threat. He is the best deep threat right now in the league, and I feel like that does help push his case a lot more. But also considering all the other responsibilities that JT has, I don't know. I think it makes it hard for me to outweigh that value.
Yeah, it's tough, and like, historically, anybody that gets 2,000 receiving yards is probably going to be the offensive player of the year, because we understand that is an outlandish production value to reach. And if you're doing that, there's so many other cascading effects that come with that and the attention you draw. And especially in Clint Kubiak's offense that is heavy on the play action, heavy on condensed sets, heavy on getting him crossing the field into space and being able to attack shallow crossers, deep crossers, win one-on-one, do all these things that the offense helps him get in the positions for, but is really reliant on him being able to actually win consistently and be that guy that makes everything go forward.
Very true.
I think you could argue that he has just as much burden on his shoulders as Jonathan Taylor does.
Yeah, that's fair. This is also really hard because I think this would be a moment where I would like, and it's hard because it's like on a year-to-year basis, there's so much that happens contextually.
Yeah.
Like for the NFL to have a most improved player, because Jason would win that by a mile, in my opinion. Like
fair.
I think,
Yeah, fair.
I think
Or Shake May.
it would, and I don't like coming up. Like that's probably the issue with coming up with offensive
Year 2 QBs all
awards
the time.
is that we're always just going to give it to the quarterback. But if we had a non-quarterback most improved player, a very specific category, I do think Jason would be the leader of that. So I would just give him that, and then we can give JT the offensive player of the year. But I think for them, like there's there's times where receivers have all-time great seasons, and we're like, okay, wow, like you really had a good year. Shout out to you. And then there's other times where receivers have good years, and you see the way that they do it, and it's like, oh no, you genuinely elevated yourself into tier 1. That's where JSN is. That's why like everything that he's doing it feels so real in terms of you can be
dominant.
Yeah, you can be one of. And you might be one of the 6 best receivers in the NFL right now.
No, he surely is one of the 6 best.
Oh, for sure.
We're saying he might be a top 3 receiver.
Yeah, like on a year-to-year when we do rankings and you have Chase and Jefferson. If somebody comes up to us, or if we say in June or July, yeah, I'm taking JSN number 3. That is okay.
Let's make something clear. I'm doing that now. Like, yes, he is number 3 to me. Like that's like 6. I know your point. Like he is top 6. That's the same thing. That's like too low. Like that's making it too broad. Like he's playing as clearly a tier 1, like right behind those guys, on par with those guys in every given way. If we weren't trying to remove context and like stop ourselves from overreacting, he is playing as good as those guys. So that's why it's so tough. That I think I'll go Jonathan Taylor. End of the day, I'll lean towards the fact that they're carrying the best offense in the league, and the Colts are looking like the most complete, most talented team in the AFC. So I'll pick Jonathan Taylor as my final pick. But everything you just said, the fact that we're looking at JSN and we're saying, at least for this season, this is the best receiver in the NFL in a way that feels sustainable, feels impactful, feels dominant, feels ceiling raising, feels floor raising, all these things.
Yeah.
It's the closest 1B I could imagine.
One of the most like mind-bending stats that I've read, 2 of them is, okay, he's 25th in YAC, yards after carry. Cool. I understand that. That makes you look at his stats and like, yo, like that must mean that you are absolutely frying people at the scrimmage line, and your yard separation are absolutely insane, because he's off to, again, historic stuff. I think he's off to like the 13th best start in NFL history as a receiver with, I think he has like 940 or 50 yards so far. It's insane. Mind-bending.
Yeah, it's a truly amazing season, but Jonathan Taylor is just everything we're saying about JSN, we're giving him his due because Jonathan Taylor's an obvious pick. It's all true for Jonathan Taylor as well. He has 5 runs of over 20 miles per hour. That's leading the league. Jahmyr Gibbs and A-Chain have 3. Derrick Henry have 3 on those big long runs. He has 25 runs of 15 miles per hour. Jesus. And not to say these miles per hour things is like important, but in the past couple of years, when Jonathan Taylor has been dealing with his injuries and just dealing with offenses that were held back a little bit by the guys holding the ball, you haven't really thought about him.
Andy Richardson held him back.
You weren't really thinking about him.
He prevented greatness.
Yeah. You weren't really thinking about Jonathan Taylor as like a speed back. He's been insanely explosive this year as well. While still continuing to be the best division between the tackles running back in the NFL, like he always has been. The level of speed and explosiveness and big plays he's generated are just outlandish. Like he's being more explosive than Jahmyr Gibbs, better between the tackles than James Cook, stronger, more consistent in short yardage than Derrick Henry and Saquon. Like he's really checked every box from a very important position.
Also, I'm just looking at these JSN numbers. This is stupid.
He's ridiculous.
The last 4 games, 129, 123, 162, 132. Like 4 catches, 79 yards is a down game for him. And that's like baseline for any receiver.
Yeah, and I guess one of the other deciding factors for me is I think Clint Kubiak is a lot of that. Clint Kubiak is a very good job of drawing up these plays in space and like drawing up creative condensed formations that make it hard to double team JSN and hard to like take him out of a play the same way you can like when teams want to just throw everything at Justin Jefferson and say we're going to bracket you on the outside. You can't really do that with JSN with the way they move around these formations. So I think Clint Kubiak has probably a bigger impact on him than like Shane Steichen has on Jonathan Taylor. Even though they're both amazing offensive coaches, I think you can scheme and help Jason a little more than you can a running back.
Yeah, probably. I feel like, especially just with receivers in general, you can probably always find or make an argument that like somebody else is a little bit more instrumental in your success than it is with a quarterback.
But then we can do that for the offensive line too.
Exactly.
So it's tough. Every position has team context around them. It's 11-on-11 game.
Yeah, but I will go JT.
Okay,
same.
DPOY. Do we have any picks besides Myles Garrett?
No.
No. Is he the best player in the NFL?
I think so.
Yeah.
Probably. Besides Jason.
Yeah.
No, but probably is the best player in the NFL. You could argue some other guys for DPOY that are on better team defenses and like contributing to like potentially helping their team win a championship or something. If we want to get into like an NBA style DPOY, which I think we're seeing in recent years, that's kind of gaining steam in NFL discourse, is that like best defender on best team defense is kind of becoming a thing. Same thing as like why Rudy Gobert always wins it. I don't really want to do that. I think I care very little about the team around them when it comes to DPOY. I'm going to go towards a guy that is the most productive, is leading to his team being fantastic on that side of the ball. Helping them win games is nice. Every game the Browns have won has been because of the defensive line, and it's a deep unit. Their interior defensive line is fantastic right now with the addition of Mason Graham, Collins, all these guys that are giving them a lot of depth there. It clearly starts and begins with Myles Garrett and the attention he brings and his ability to be productive, no matter how many double teams and chip blocks you throw at him.
I think the best, and I think that the best argument for, because like some people, like you can bring up pressures, you can bring up sacks, you can bring up when those pressures are happening, if they're on like second down, third down, fourth quarter, all this other stuff. The best argument for Myles Garrett to be DPOY is Dylan Gabriel's passing chart. And you look at that and you look at everything that the Browns have to go through on a week by week basis and where they are starting from offensively. And then anything that you would give Micah Parsons or Aiden Hutchinson or anybody else who's on a better team, you look at that and then say, okay, he's just different. Yeah. And I think every conversation with Myles Garrett kind of starts with that, he's just different.
Coming off a 5-sack game, I can't forget that. Even though it's not everything. Yeah, you mentioned all the other stats. He's also high in pressures. He's also number one in win rate on true pass sets. All the advanced stuff also points to him being the most dominant guy while also being on pace for 20 sacks. And the number one thing to me that made it no contest is how much better his run defense has been this year.
Yeah,
he's always been like a good run defender, but when you did the whole famous discourse wars between Myles Garrett and TJ Watt, Steelers fans would point to the fact that TJ Watt's a little bit better of a run defender. And that's probably been true for a lot of the years. Myles Garrett's just like the best pass rusher of the modern NFL history, so that made him better. This year, I think Myles Garrett looks like the best run defender in the NFL to me too. And that matches the stats. The Browns have one of the best run defenses in the NFL per EPA per rush attempt. Not all because of him. I mentioned earlier they have a great interior defensive line trio up there. Carson Schwessinger has been great against the run. Their rookie pick in the second round. There's other parts of that, but I feel like Myles Garrett looks the most intense against the run I've ever seen him.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is probably the biggest gap. Probably the only award gap so far that I have. I don't think of anyone's a close even second.
I think if you want to argue for the good team and like a team that is going to win a championship potentially or try to off the strength of their defense and off the strength of that guy, you could argue Micah Parsons.
You can, and
he's also been amazing.
I think Parsons and Hutchinson have it, but the way that we kind of, especially at the beginning of the year, whenever we're picking, who we think is going to win, you kind of work backwards and you start with, okay, who's just the best player in general?
Yeah.
And so whenever that best player is having one of those types of seasons, then I think he should be the income. He should be the first read on whatever pick you make. And if Myles Garrett if he was just having like a regular year, you can be like, okay, you can genuinely make the argument that again, this is the best Myles Garrett has ever played. And so because he's having one of those years and that he is the best, that's why he's my pick.
I'm also just like against the notion of the DPOY becoming this best defender on best defense award. Like I feel like for football, that's specifically like a bad precedent to me, just with how insanely dependent an NFL defense is on multiple different position groups. And like, it's not a quarterback that has, incremental value and incremental importance compared to other players on the outcome of their team's offense. Even though edge rushers are the most impactful defenders, it's not that simple for defenses. So I hate the idea of team defense being like the main thing for DPOY considerations.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, so Myles Garrett's my pick.
All right, that's a pretty easy one.
Yeah, that's the easiest one.
Rookies of the year. We can start with offense. This one is interesting. We have a quarterback making noise in Jackson Dart. We have a running back making noise and being a big part of his team's offense, albeit a terrible offense, in Quinshon Judkins.
Nice.
We have two pass catchers that I think to me are the two top options in Emeka Egbuka, who for the first 4 weeks was the clear runaway number one, still might be to some people, and Tyler Warren, who, just like Jonathan Taylor, is contributing heavily to that best offense in the league that's taking the league by storms and will probably be a heavy consideration in most of these awards you talk about today.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you guys land? There's plenty of options here.
I think for me personally, I'm going to lean towards Tyler Warren. I don't know if it's like positional bias considering, okay, just simple mathematics. Like Emeka Egbuka, when you lay him alongside all the best receivers in the league, it like gets muddier. But for Tyler Warren, he stands out as, I'm not going to say like the best tight end, but he's clearly like in tier one of that group.
Yeah, he's been up there for sure. Especially with Brock Bowers injured for most of the year, he's been in consideration, and honestly, not even in consideration. He's been the most productive tight end in the league for most of the season.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think there's a little bit of positional bias for me when it comes to that. But even then, when I look at the actual on-field production and how he's just a consistent like security blanket for guys like for someone like Daniel Jones and another like legit weapon, another layer to their offense that makes things more complicated for him on like through all the responsibilities that he has. I think I might lean towards him.
He's second in tight end receiving yards in the season with 518. He's second in tight end catches over 20 yards with 8. That's the part to me that makes it really, really interesting. He was thought to be this gadget player that is going to be obviously a do-it-all type of guy. They're going to give him handoffs. They're going to give him screens. They're going to give him drags, all these different types of utilizations, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think people imagine him being such an explosive down-the-field target for this many big gains. The only tight end with more big gains than him is Dalton Kincaid. And to me, that difference is because the Buffalo Bills have no other targets that can really succeed deep down the field. So Kincaid's been the benefactor there. Whereas Tyler Warren competes a little bit with some pretty good downfield targets like Alec Pierce, the previously before benched version of why am I blanking on his name now? The receiver dropped a touchdown.
A.D. Mitchell.
A.D. Mitchell. Like there's some other explosive targets that have had big plays on the field. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I think Tyler Warren getting there is a little bit more impressive to me than Kincaid having one more than him, just because of, like I said, the competition for targets. So the well-roundedness of Tyler Warren's game makes me want to consider him heavily. But end of the day, Emeka Egbuka is Emeka Egbuka, and it probably has to be him.
That's why he's my pick. I would take him also because Tyler Warren is playing in an offense where you have JT, and Egbuka has played like for the Bucks. They've been running out 5th and 6th string, wide receivers. Mike Evans hasn't necessarily been there the whole time. Bucky Irving has missed a lot of time, and Emeka Egbuka has stepped in day one and really been like, "Hey, I'm wide receiver one." And I think doing that from the moment you step into, game one, he had a game-winning touchdown, and so for every week of the season, you can look over there and you can see the explosive plays that he's made, the timely plays that he's made, the ability to be. We are scheming to stop you from the moment you step into the league, and you are still producing at this level. I would give him the nod over Tyler Warren, but I really did want to give Tyler Warren my vote because of all the things that you said, because of the versatility, and you see the way that the Colts can use him, and like they've had him throwing passes this year, and you don't necessarily see that from rookie tight ends all the time.
If he was a really good blocker, I'd give it to him.
Yeah.
But that's really important for a tight end, and we overlooked that in the age of fantasy football. So because he doesn't bring that side of it, he's like a slot receiver essentially that's like insanely versatile. So that's obviously an amazing player that you can heavily consider. That's like the one thing I can point to say he doesn't do, whereas Emeka Egbuka, the fact that he stepped into these different roles and risen to the occasion and kept the offense afloat by being the seamless day one number one receiver, being probably a top 25 to 30 wide receiver immediately from week one. As the weeks go on, maybe we're talking a little bit higher than that. Maybe this is a guy that can already be the best receiver on a lot of teams. It kind of has to be him, I think.
Which is tough. Now, so those guys are 1 and 2. We're going Judkins 3. Or
what do you want to do with the Jackson Dart of it all?
I'm not doing a damn thing with Jackson Dart.
Okay. He's a quarterback. You know how it goes.
No, I know how it goes. We're stopping that right now.
Okay.
I just don't think the Jackson Dart has played particularly well enough.
Yeah.
As an individual, I agree with you.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
what do we do? So like in terms of like the actual NFL quarterback rankings and comparing him to other guys, like he's not like a proficient passer yet or anything, but there is like a rookie scale to it all, and like for a rookie quarterback, there's been good. He's not bad,
No.
So like if there's ever going to be a thing where we gauge a rookie quarterback compared to other rookie quarterbacks, it would be Rookie of the Year. So positional value plus what he's doing with the rookie expectation in mind, I can understand you putting him like third on your ballot.
Yeah, I could understand it. I think with what he displayed, specifically when it comes to that, and then also his ability to keep plays alive through the run, I think that's very impressive. He's not actively like nuking your offense at all. But also, it's not like he's making like all the greatest touch passes in the world.
Yeah.
Like, I remember there's one specific. Well, he's improved. There's one specific play where I forget who they were playing, but there was this one pass to Slayton, and he threw it to the back right of the field, and he had it in his hands and just straight up dropped it. Stuff like that shows me like growth from Jackson Dart's end, but of course he has like literally no help on either end of the field at all, or when it comes to the receiving room or the run game or anything like that.
Yeah, I think he deserves a little more credit than you're giving him, but
yeah,
if you want to put Judkins third, I don't care. That's a very, very valid pick. Judkins is incredible. Judkins is a star running back from day one as well. Position that is a little bit easier to be a star from day one, I suppose, but he missed a lot of training camp for things that are his fault. But he stepped in day one and like immediately was productive.
Would you go Judkins or Tet?
Judkins, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it close for you or no?
I haven't considered who I'm going third and fourth for offensive rookie of the year, so sure, it's close. I really just think about Tyler Warren versus Ibuka.
That's fair.
Okay, defensive rookie of the year. Nobody's really came and stolen this one and taken it by the reins as the clear favorite. I'm sure if you look at betting odds of who's going to win it by the end of the year, it's probably very different across different platforms. I think to me, there was 3 people I considered. Jahad Campbell, Will Johnson, and the new guy who's broken into this conversation in recent weeks, Nick Imamwari. I think Nick Imamwari has proven to be damn near like by the end of the season. I think we'll be talking about him as like a borderline elite safety already.
Wow.
But he's breaking out in like recent weeks. He started the season injured, so it's like a last month thing that he would be the rookie of the year to me. But he wasn't there to start the season, so I don't know if I can go there. I have Will Johnson, who I think is like a cornerback one immediately. Been fantastic, dominant. They just beat the Cowboys last night. He played great. I kind of want to go him, but he's missed some games.
Yeah.
There's Jahad Campbell, who's been there consistently, extremely versatile, extremely well-rounded. I don't think is quite as impressive to me as like Will Johnson is at his position, but he's been available. He's been consistent, has been impactful from day one on a good defense. Is he the pick?
For me personally, I think he would be my pick. This whole entire conversation is very muddy. And it's of course harder for us to find a standalone winner considering how much more complicated the defensive end is and how hard it is to gauge value. But when I look at things from just like a team aspect and how much like their team kind of like relies on the defensive output and the coverage that they've been providing, Will Johnson specifically, I think he's my pick because I think I watched him.
I thought you started this sentence by saying Jahad Campbell was your pick.
No, I thought if I did, I misspoke. I meant to say Will Johnson.
Gotcha.
Yeah, to start off the year, he was blistering, and then of course injuries happened. His name kind of waned away. Had to get back through time, and I think watching him again yesterday really solidified my pick for this episode.
You can go Jahad Campbell and I'll understand it. The multiple roles are asking of him to be a play Tampa 2, drop down, play the middle of the field, coverage linebacker, play hooks, guard running backs out of the backfield, blitz on some plays, be a pass rusher. The amount of ways he adds value, I think he's probably a good pick. And probably like, if the season ends today, we might actually pick him just because he played all the games and whatnot. I think Will Johnson's the best defensive rookie. I'm just going to go with him.
I would go with Jahad. I think the versatility and the fact that he is actually, like, some people are like versatile because they just like ask you to do a bunch of things, but like
he's good at it. He's actually versatile.
But you're not actually good. You just do a lot of stuff. He legitimately is impactful in all of these ways. So I would take him there. I would have Abdul Carter on my ballot as well.
And he's been important, Jahad Campbell. Like the fact that Nakobe Dean came into the season injured and like that was a serious question of like how you're going to fill out the second level of the defense. He's been a vital importance there. That
was my biggest question. And even though they're like cornerback 2 is still an issue, and they're trying to figure it out, and they've made trades and all this other stuff. I figured that like the infrastructure on the back end with DeJean, with Quinyon, with Blankenship, and you having those 3 guys, that would be enough to where you can kind of insulate it. But
Blankenship's a core guy for you in the same way the other two?
I mean, he's been there for a while
Okay.
and like is a consistent starter. Like he's a good player.
Okay.
And so, but like you know that those guys are going to be there in the back end, knowing that they lost so many guys up front. You like that was for me always going to be the basis of how good this team was and how good this defense was. Is can this front seven still continue to be a dominant unit? And so as you know, they're trying to figure out what's going on the D line. Now you have a really, really good problem of Nakobe Dean is back. And hey, where do we play Nakobe Dean? Where do we play Jahad Campbell? And so forcing the Eagles to answer that question, whether it be in season or in the off season and what to do, that is very, very meaningful to me. And then again, like I would have Abdul Carter on my ballot because the raw stats and like the sack production obviously is not there. He's still getting pressure, and
he's good.
He still is very, very dominant. And I just think having somebody who you could put on the line and get a lot of pressure is very, very important. So I would have him there.
Yeah. by the end of the season, I won't be shocked if Nicky Monwori wins. Nicky Monwori is
I feel like
insane.
that's really hard.
It's hard to win as a safety just because people that watch on TV, all these voters, like don't watch all 22. You don't see him?
Yeah,
You don't see him? But
he's gone.
He's making plays. He's insanely athletic. He looks like one of those guys that is clearly a steal of the draft. When the draft came around, he was thought to have like a range. He could go at the end of the first round, probably more beginning of the second round. He fell to late in the second round and fell for, I don't even remember why. I don't remember if it was medicals or what. He's just a raw player, so maybe more teams just thought he was like a project. He took a couple weeks to be a project and has since been incredible. They have a very good secondary there, one of the best nickel corners in the league. Their outside corners are also good. They have him, he's a opposite Love now, good safety duo. This is a team that's defense will be notable in the league towards the end of the season when we start talking about playoff teams and projecting them into the NFC playoff picture. He's going to be a big part of that. And I think the conversation will pick up when realizing he's this rising star that is like a huge part of the defense that is maybe going to be the favorites in the NFC if the offense keeps playing like this. I expect he'll be in the conversation heavily.
So he probably will. I do think I just think that like the first defensive player, actually technically the second defensive player, depending on how you feel about Travis Hunter, but like Abdul's probably going to be there. Jahad is also another guy where he really should not have fallen. Like his medicals are the reason why the Eagles were able to get him at 30. If he was any type of healthy, he would have been a top 10, top 15 pick.
He'll probably win it, honestly, especially being the Eagle. And like I said, for Iman Worry being a big part of an important defense that people are going to be talking about, he'll probably win it.
Okay.
White Boy of the Year. Our next award we're adding here. Who is the number one white boy across the league? Offense, defense. You can do coaches if you want. Whatever it looks like to be the white boy of the year in the NFL. Who are we looking towards?
White boy of the year. I think, of course, the runaway candidate was Scatterbo, but of course he had a season-ending injury, and I think that immediately like eliminates him out of this list, out of this running. So
doesn't have to. He played 8 games.
Yeah, he played 8 games, and we're basing this off a 9-10 game sample size. But I think I have to eliminate him because he's just not here right now. Sadly.
R.I.P.
I think I might go Jackson Dart
as white boy of the year.
I might go him, considering the expectations that a lot of us had for him going into the year.
What are the factors at play here for white boy of the year? What are your individual requirements to be white boy of the year?
One, how much do the whites rally around you?
Okay. Your cultural significance.
Yes. 2, are you a productive player? Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, are you an actual football player, not just a memed out white boy?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then 3, also like just importance to your specific team. I think that for me, this is one of those cases where I'm looking at peak over longevity. And I understand that he's not going to be here for the rest of the year and that he missed time already because of injury. Cam Scatterbo has to be the pick. I think what he did, what he was doing, and his impact on white boys across the league and across the country and frankly across the world, I think it has to be recognized as the white boy of the year.
He's kind of a culture shifter.
I can understand that pick. Obviously, he was my number 1 overall pick. But I think, and also too, I like your talking point when it comes to production as well, because of having a semi-serious conversation. he was an actual. He's so good at keeping plays alive and not necessarily like finding holes, but like creating them when he was on the field. So when it comes to on the field production, I think he is like legitimately that in terms of like new age guy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I think as of now, I'm leaning towards Jackson Dart, very much like yin and yang type guy alongside Cam. And I think for me personally, when it comes to again, going back to the positional conversation, his life is so fucking hard. He's asked to cook with sticks and like literally tinfoil. That's it. That's how he has to work with in the kitchen. And he's making some work.
I would like to nominate Kyle Shanahan.
Okay.
I would like to nominate Christian McCaffrey.
Shane Steichen. He needs to be up there as well.
We can nominate Shane Steichen, but nah. Kyle Shanahan, Christian McCaffrey.
Okay.
The winner is Justin Herbert. When you talk about cultural significance and being able to latch on to the culture of white boys and make, how up are white boys this year and how much do you contribute to that?
Mm-hmm.
What has he done to contribute to that?
He has started dating a pop star, and that has made white boys up. That has made his PR go through the roof. The Madison Beer effect is real. People that I've never seen talk about Chargers football are talking about Chargers football now. He's probably bringing in the most new fans to the league. Pop stars that are now checking in the same way that Swifties started watching Chiefs games. You know, the Madison Beer isn't quite like that, but I think you'll start to see pop fans start to be a little more aware. I think he is contributing to the upness of NFL quarterbacks, specifically the white ones, more than anybody. Cam Scatterbo was a close second, but you got to keep in mind the downside of the Cam Scatterbo effects. We're talking more about CTE. We're talking more about the lack of long-term stability of him. There's some downsides baked into the conversation. Justin Herbert's is up.
Yes, however, it's not direct like one-to-one as this like other position, but you don't often see dominant white boys at running back.
Very true.
Right. It's not the same as the cornerback position.
Let's go Will Riley then. Fuck it.
Right. But
not Will Riley. Riley Moss.
Yeah. Riley Moss year over year can be a contender for White Boy of the Year for what he is asked to do for the role that he plays in Denver. But you see Cam Scatterbo and you see the way that he runs, and there are middle schoolers who say, I can do that. Right? I can be a productive running back. And you don't have to be a CMC. You don't have to be able to be this dual threat Hall of Fame level talent at both running in between the tackles and being a receiver and even sometimes throwing passes. You can just run through somebody's face over and over.
He inspires the youth.
Take all of the anger that you have, right? All of this teenage rage, bottle it into your craft and into your game.
Well,
and you can be the White Boy of the Year.
I would argue, what do we do about the aesthetic black scent of Cam Scatterbo? How does that take away from his White Boy of the Year
See,
nomination?
when now we start talking about like Staten Island and like Italian culture and all this other stuff.
Now I haven't really dove deep into that at all. I don't know how problematic that is.
I mean,
I can't say.
I'm not trying to fucking stone him to death, but if we're talking about White Boy of the Year and putting on for white culture, there's a little bit of traitor there.
However, I don't know. Listen,
Justin Herbert is white.
This might be one of those things where gotta separate the art from the artist. I love what Scatterbo did.
I've seen Cam Scatterbo score a touchdown go like this. Justin Herbert would never do that.
We should start getting Justin Herbert to do that.
Let's get Justin Herbert some grills. Let's get him down to Houston.
That's funny.
Scatterbo is my pick. I can understand the Herbert pick though.
Yeah. I can understand that, especially too, because people are even talking about even more off the field stuff, his swag and how he's just dressing different. And whenever people are talking about that, I just see him with like a white tee and blue jeans. I'm like,
he's out here at every single big sporting event. He's courtside with Madison. He's becoming a celebrity now. Mm-hmm. And that is good for white culture. Justin Herbert being the next famous LA athlete, I think that deserves a nod.
He's honestly, and this is one of the biggest things also in your argument is that Joe Burrow has been the face of the white of the cool white quarterback.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And if Justin Herbert can go in an off year for Joe Burrow, snatch his chain, and now he is
filling a void.
Now he is the cool white quarterback. I can see that.
Okay.
While also being one of the best players in the NFL.
There's a lot of off the field stuff that he used to work with though. Too much. I need to see it for 2 years.
We can talk on the field though. We can get to that side too. So.
If I see if I see one clip, and I don't know the order, I don't know if we're done with it for the year, but if I see one clip of Justin Herbert at any of the big 4 fashion weeks, he got it.
Honestly, I think
He got it. I don't know which one is the next one.
When he pulls up at the Met Gala.
Yeah. For me personally, I think what's really contingent on his case for winning this award will be what these TikTok editors do when it comes to the clips that they go in and put together. And the delayed sound effects and shit like that they do. That's really contingent. That'll move me.
You know how we get him to win this award at the end of the season? There will be many TikTok edits. If they can get to the playoffs with this bullshit offensive line they're going to be rolling out there now with Joe done for the year, and if he can win a playoff game with those ridiculous offensive linemen protecting him, the edits will be through the roof. Because if they win, it'll have to be just him being a god, and I'm sure there'll be moments of him screaming, going crazy. That'll lead to elite TikTok edits.
How is he going to scream? How is he going to celebrate? That's what really moves me.
What would the playoff picture look like today? Who do they have to play? Because they're not beating a team with a good defense in the playoffs with this offensive line. I'm more concerned now with Justin Herbert getting injured than I am with them being able to make a real run.
So right now, the Chargers are the 6th seed. They will go on the road to play the Denver Broncos in the first round.
Fuck. With that offensive line. I mean, they kind of own Denver, so maybe they could win that just because their defense would lock up the offense. And we've seen that. Then he's never lost to Bo Nix. So maybe we can get something off there. But having to see that defensive line go against Austin Deculus and Trey Pipkins, he might die.
They're not making it.
They might make it, but they're gonna get slaughtered in the first round if they make it.
I'm sorry, they are not making it. Because right now, the Chiefs are the 8th seed. And I would assume that by the end of the year, the Chiefs are going to take that spot. And then it goes between basically them and Jacksonville.
Give me the Chargers.
I don't know.
Again, Joe Alt losing is huge, so I don't know either. But I have faith in they have enough there to get into the playoffs just barely.
Because without Joe Alt, they were what, 1-2?
Yeah.
He missed 3 games?
But it was also without Khalil Mack, without a bunch of other people. Everybody was gone for those games. It was insane.
Yeah. But I was watching that Titans game, and especially post Joe Alt going out. And I was like, man, if they were playing a serious football team, they would have gotten destroyed this game.
Sort of, but they also dominated the shit out of them on defense. They threw a pick 6 and a return punt.
No, that's exactly my point. Is that the Titans are so unserious, but every single drive, Herbert's they're behind the chains every single time because he's getting sacked for 5 yards minimum.
Draymond Jones is looking like a god.
Yeah,
he got traded the next day because the team was like, "Give me him." Sorry, bud, you're not lining up against who? I think Sorrell was playing left tackle now. They moved their backup right guard to left tackle. Yeah, buddy, it's not happening again.
He had this play where he whooped Pipkins inside. It was disgusting.
All right, last award today. Unc of the Year. When you look across the scope of the NFL, the whole entire landscape, and you look at all the olds the league has to offer, all the Unc-aged individuals, so not geriatrics, no coaches or anything of that sort, unless you want to go to a young coach, maybe he's still Unc status, but you look at the 30 pluses, the 50 unders in the NFL, who is Unc of the Year?
Okay, so immediate candidates have to be, of course, Aaron Rodgers. Another one is Joe Flacco. Those are the two oldest quarterbacks in the league right now, 41 and 40. But I think Matthew Stafford, when it comes to the actual terminology of Unc, is by definition the Unc of the Year. He's easily still a top 10 quarterback in the league. But I don't know if that's necessarily fun. He's, of course, the talent gap right now, or at least the amount of juice that they have left is night and fucking day.
Yeah. He just doesn't embody. He's not spiritually an Unc to me. Mm-hmm. But he is the best Unc in the NFL right now in terms of production and his proximity to an MVP. He is Unc of the Year.
I'm going Joe Flacco.
Okay.
I'm going Joe Flacco. In the fourth, throw out what he did in Cleveland because you understand that situation is so dire. Nobody can really succeed there. We will see what happens for the rest of the year. In the 4 games that he has played for the Cincinnati Bengals, the defense has sold astronomically and generationally twice in back-to-back weeks. Right now, Joe Flacco, if you just take his 4 games, is on a pace that if he played the entire season,
Jesus Christ,
Joe Flacco would throw for 5,300 yards and 47 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. He is hooping, and he has found the most Unc and the most old man thing, which is any old man watching football is like, man, why don't you just do this? Right? Yeah. Just doing the most simple thing. Joe Flacco has that mindset. Why don't you just throw to Jamar? He gives Jamar Chase minimum 15 targets a game. He finds the best player. He gives him the ball. It has worked. They've put up 39 points and 40 points in back-to-back weeks. He was going band for band on a Thursday night, short week with Aaron Rodgers. Joe Flacco has come in and has given so many old people the confidence to go out and play backyard football with their kids again. I'm giving Joe Flacco Unc of the Year.
Yeah, I think it's important to talk about, same way we talk about White Boy of the Year. What does it mean to be an NFL Unc? It's not just about being old and good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that's different. That's not interesting. What is your role as an Unc in the NFL? What does it mean to be the old guy in the locker room and have a certain role and expectation as an NFL Unc? I think Joe Flacco is living up to that. I think not caring about your job, not wanting your job for years, continuing to be thrusted into that job and just doing your best is not always good, but sometimes it's exceptional. I just feel like he really embodies an Unc.
Also, never forget, they had this man run a read option. And he got the first down, looked slow while doing it. You've never seen somebody look older running a read option than what Joe Flacco did. He's getting my.
Okay, he gets
my
aesthetic
okay.
points as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but I think I'm losing the Matthew Stafford argument right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there any
So,
other
yeah,
non-quarterback?
good job, Stafford. You just overcame back problems and you're hooping and you're an MVP candidate. Shout out to you. But Joe Flacco also looks super, super old.
He does. The beard has never been grayer on any human in the world.
Okay.
Is there any other non-quarterback Uncs that deserve consideration?
Who's the Cardinals kicker? He's the oldest shit. I think his name is Matt something. I forget his last name.
Do we have any non QB Uncs?
Brandon Graham came back to save the Eagles. Does that give him late stage Unc of the Year?
He hasn't played yet.
Yeah.
It's hard to
He
say.
hasn't
But
played
the noble act of coming back.
Yeah, I got one more. I can
I'll take a mill. Why not?
if we had like one real deal, like full game with Brandon Graham, then maybe I'd be like, okay, fine. But not yet. Not yet. But apparently he was already at practice. He's already talking trash. He's already doing like the Brandon Graham things, which is cool. Are we putting Stephon Diggs?
I was thinking about that. Is he Unc? Probably not.
No, he's not on.
He's
not
low
Unc.
key. He's real close. I'll give him like a year and a half until he's real Unc. Because he, again, spiritually does not embody Unc at all.
No.
He's running from the Unc status as fast as he can.
He's not Unc at all.
He's
No.
32
But in
coming off an ACL.
But in many ways, if you think back to the summer, kind of is Unc in like a specific type of Unc.
What do you mean?
So like
I don't gotta elaborate.
he's been in the league for over a decade. He's 32. He's coming off an injury.
Mhm.
There's a
He might
consideration
be.
to be had there. There's an argument to be had.
I think he could be in the conversation and he could be on the ballot. I would have him on my ballot. I would do that.
Okay. Third place Unc of the Year, Stephon Diggs. Look at that.
Okay.
There's one other major award I forgot about. Coach of the Year. Didn't do that one.
Oh.
So before we...
Oh, I mean, that's kind of locked up.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is. So I know what we're getting at. But there's some candidates out there.
Yes, okay, but like, I think the other candidates, their case would really matter if we extended it out for the rest of the year, and especially now that we've seen that we are coming off of this specific game.
Okay.
It matters a little bit more for the rest of the season, but for the 8 or 9 games that people have played right now, I do feel like it is locked up right now.
Yeah, and I think what we're alluding to is it is Shane Steichen.
Yes.
We kind of
100%.
decided that since we realized this team's offense is amazing, since we realized that him saying, all I need is a quarterback and Daniel Jones is my quarterback, he's just good enough at all the things I need him to do, since that became true and he was completely unlocked as an offensive genius with Daniel Jones at the helm, with all the maximization of the receivers in that core, including Tyler Warren and all the other guys there, with how perfect he's blended those skill sets of Alec Pierce as the deep threat, expanding his route tree a little bit, using Pittman and Downs in the short area, Tyler Warren to attack the middle of the field, the run game's been drawn up well. All this stuff has led to a kind of just perfect offense. I think we've all decided to go Shane Steichen. Usually, this award goes to a team that is, it's simply an overachieving award, right? You are better than we expected you to be, and you're rising your team in ways that we can say you're making these players better.
Mhm.
All that does apply to Shane Steichen. Mike Vrabel is a 1 seed, and we thought this team's roster is bad.
Yes. However,
There's an argument.
and yes, there is. Mike Vrabel had Drake May, and
His MVP
exactly.
for us. Well,
Mhm.
Shane Steichen has the Offensive Player of the Year and potential Rookie of the Year.
Shane Steichen came into the year, we were talking about Cleveland and New Orleans as the worst quarterback rooms in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we really overlooked putting the Colts in that discussion because you had Anthony Richardson, Daniel Jones, and Riley Leonard. And right now, Anthony Richardson is also not even your backup because he broke his face off of elastic bands in warm up right now. So right now, Riley Leonard is your backup quarterback.
It was elastic bands?
Yeah, he was doing some resistance bands. Yeah,
yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know why I thought a ball hit him in the face. I thought
no,
I didn't hear the specificness of how it happened.
The thing popped up and got him in the face.
That's crazy.
And I think he's straight now, right?
He's
an IR.
Yeah, he's not on the he's not the backup right now. But going from dealing with those two guys and then now having your team be one of the best teams in the NFL, I think you have clearly traveled the furthest in terms of expectations to production. And they could have went 9-8. I probably would have given him the award.
Yeah, I remember specifically in the offseason, you're right, this is like basically an overachiever of the year award. And like I don't remember so far throughout cross sports, I don't remember a player in basketball or in football who were like that much bottom in the barrel in terms of expectations and where everyone projected them to be at, and just like surprising the entirety of the league. Cross sports, at least this year right now, and seeing how everyone just kind of like wrote the Colts off overall as a whole. Like no one thought they were necessarily like a bad team roster wise, because of course Jonathan Taylor been good for years. That's nothing surprising. Tyler Warren was one of the more highly touted recruits coming out of college as well. Ben knew that. They have a decent receiver room. Ben knew that. Their defense is not completely trash. Everyone Ben knew that. But no one took them necessarily seriously because everyone's like, okay, like this head coach is genuinely fighting for his job right now, and he has poop and shit to go ahead and help him build an offense.
That sounds like a Daniel Jones comeback player of the year argument. That has nothing to do with Shane Steichen. But I do agree that like all that is true. He helped Daniel Jones tremendously, obviously, and like Daniel Jones being good enough has allowed Shane Steichen's genius to apply to everything else. But all of this sounds like arguments like also be applied to Mike Vrabel and like him turning around the culture, making them really good when nobody expected the wide receiver room to be good enough, the running back room to be good enough. No one thought they'd have this good of a defense right away. They've really made every bet they made in the offseason with those free agent signings has worked. It has truly been like the best case scenario. All of that can be attributed to Mike Vrabel as well. It's an argument.
It is, but like Daniel Jones was truly terrible.
Yeah.
He was really, really bad.
I know.
And that's why I just have to give, there's no world we can over index on how bad he was last year and how much it was a disaster that your top 5 pick from a couple years ago to be your quarterback can no longer be your quarterback. Not because of injury at the time, he just sucked. And you had to turn to Daniel Jones as the safe option. And now, up until last week, Daniel Jones was playing some of the cleanest football that he has in his entire career, some of the best football that he has in his entire year. And he and his offense, now he finally proved to everybody because he's just been like, I'm a quarterback away. I just need somebody who can come in here and run my offense. And he turned Daniel Jones into that person. And now Daniel Jones is hooping. Jonathan Taylor is hooping. The offensive line is revived. That in the Colts feel so much different of a team right now.
Mike McDonald, obviously defensive genius, has a great defense.
He can have that.
He hired Clint Kubiak, and the Sam Darnold thing, which I'm sure Mike McDonald was a big part of, has completely transformed that team. Their offense is incredible. I think we give him credit for picking Clint Kubiak, right?
Sure.
Yeah, like that's.
Okay.
I'm sure he had to have picked him.
Okay.
Like I don't know GM's gonna keep picking offensive coordinator the coach doesn't want. So that's big points. That's another team that has been far better than people thought. And a big part of that maybe Sam Darnold's better than people thought. And again, we can decide how to parse the Clint Kubiak credit versus Mike McDonald specifically. If you don't want to give him credit for hiring good OC, I do. So that's also another that'd be a very worthy consideration.
I would say that.
I agree. They're definitely on the ballot.
And obviously Kyle Shanahan has been making just I can't even think of a good metaphor to describe just how downtrodden his circumstances are and just how much he's considerably outperformed what should happen given the talent level after all the injuries. The way that he's kept his offense afloat and made Mac Jones look just as good as Brock Purdy in pretty much every way. this has been Kyle Shanahan's swan song. This has been maybe his most impressive year as a coach.
Wow.
You can have that. If we were doing like a top 5 ballot, Mr. Consistency, Todd Bowles would
Sure.
might get some nod just in terms of being on the ballot, because every year we talk about the Bucks and the OC's gone. How are we gonna adjust? And they consistently, and also it speaks to just how bad the NFC South is, but they win that division every single year, and they bring in a new OC every single year, and they deal with injuries every year. Yet I feel we're always talking about Tampa as like, hey, sneaky contender. They're really good. They can do this. They can do that. They're 6-2 right now, and they're tied for the best record in the conference. And they once again have dealt with so many injuries on the offensive line, on defense. Have lost so many pieces. I just as like a nod and like a tip of the cap, I would put Todd Bowles in top 5 combos.
Okay. Yeah. So Shane Steichen, we're gonna pick him, but I think Kyle Shanahan and Vrabel are right there, and you could pick them, and I don't think it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Last award, Comeback Player of the Year. This is one that the award criteria actually changed in 2024. So now we're in this post-change era where they want us to focus on players that come back from injury. No more Geno Smith winning it back then because he was terrible and got good. So Daniel Jones is not going to be the Comeback Player of the Year, even though in previous years he'd probably be the runaway favorite because he went from being below replacement level quarterback to being one of the 15 best in the league this year. So it's about guys coming back from gruesome injuries. To me, this one is very easy. To me, it's Dak Prescott. Or I guess you say Christian McCaffrey. If you want to say that too, I'm going Dak Prescott pretty easily.
I think someone else who deserves to be in this conversation too, maybe not like number 1 or 2, but firmly 3 in my mind, Aiden Hutchinson. I watched his injury just a couple of days ago from last year to see how bad it was. Good God, that shit was ugly.
Yeah,
and he's came back to like
understatement of the year.
Yeah, and he came back to just the same exact dude from last year.
So yeah, you're right. Aiden Hutchinson or Dak Prescott. Where I think the preseason favorites, it's kind of played out exactly how you'd expect.
I would go Dak, just because this might be the best that we've seen Dak Prescott play in his entire career. And whenever you can do that coming off of an injury, I would give you that nod. CMC's been great. CMC's been more, I guess, impressive just because of how much they use them. And it's crazy that you're coming off this injury and they're still giving you 30 carries a game and all these just overall touches. And you're, 1, able to be durable enough, and 2, able to produce to a certain amount that the offense can still function. But if we're just indexing for, quarterback tax and all that, Dak Prescott has been outstanding.
Yeah, and not even just quarterback tax. He's been that good, like even without that mental thing where we know quarterbacks matter more. This team's defense, you cannot underestimate how garbage it is and how unserious it is.
Shout out Jacoby Brissett.
The fact that they have wins, plural, is crazy. This offense has been amazing. Even without CeeDee Lamb for most of the year, Dak said, George Pickens, you're the guy now, and they didn't lose a step. He's been amazing. He's been surgical. It's petered off a little bit in recent weeks because I think just the real lack of defense is kind of catching up to them. They can't get any stops at all. It's been open season to overplays them. But throughout the course of the season, I think it's been pretty clear that Dak's playing at a top 7 to 8 quarterback in the world level.
They beat the Giants, they beat the Jets, and they beat the Commanders. Those are the 3 wins.
Easy licks. Yeah. But still, wins are on the board. And this team on the other side of the ball should not be capable of getting wins, plural.
3-5-1.
And a tie. A tie to a good team, and which Dak probably played his best game of the season.
They have scored the most points in the NFC.
That's crazy.
They are second. They're second in the league in points scored.
Damn. That's embarrassing, man.
After the Colts?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing because their defense, man. Holy shit.
Dak Prescott, your comeback player of the year.
Yeah, he got it. Good for them.
And with that being said, that is every single NFL award we're here to pick today.
We did it.
Okay. I feel good about this. Which award so far that we've said do you think is gonna like has like the highest volatility rate? Is it MVP? You feel like that's
like what's gonna change from now?
Yeah, like
probably.
You're firmly sure it's gonna change.
Probably, yeah.
I feel like everything else pretty much is gonna be set in stone. Could be.
Well, OPOY of the year is gonna change because Cam Scatterboot's not gonna be here the rest of the year, so you guys are gonna have to pick a new one.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to get on Justin Herbert Island.
Yeah. All right, not that far.
If a new white boy rises from the ashes, we'll see.
From the ashes of Cam.
Yeah. Just miraculously back and just burst through the middle of the field.
You created 1,000 Cam Scatterboos. You don't even know it. And with that being said, what time is it, Mo?
Sadly, it is not TikTok time just yet. Right before TikTok time, it is time for us to get into the segment of the week, the segment that we missed over the last 2 weeks, I believe. Mo, you know where I go ahead and
he hasn't been learning anything.
and tell
He
you
hasn't learned a
guys
damn thing
what
in
I
2 weeks.
learned. So this week, I took a dive into some of the worser parts of NFL history. And I looked at the Cleveland Browns and I tried to see just how bad they've been historically. Some things I learned. Okay. The Cleveland Browns back in, I believe the year was 1995. They relocated their team, took their team away from Cleveland. And they took themselves all the way to Baltimore. And they became the Baltimore Ravens.
True.
And they went ahead, became an expansion team back in like 1999 or whatever, and then reintroduced themselves again in the NFL firmly.
It's a new organization.
Completely new organization, have nothing left to pretty much like, they have no badges of honor from what they were in the past or whatever, because all that is over there. Interesting. Something else that I learned was really I wanted to find out like how bad they were and why they were so ass like throughout the history. Pretty much like my adult life. I don't remember them being consistently good. That's the key word here. Consistently good. They have the least amount of playoff wins in the entirety of the NFL by fucking far. And when it comes to thinking about this, it's like, okay, when you think about embarrassing organizations, you think about their owners or like GMs who just are there for entirely too long.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what that is for them right now. Why are they just so incompetent and seem to make every wrong move?
Well, the Browns, and go look right now because there's a picture online where somebody has a jersey of all the starting quarterbacks that they've started since either 99 or 2000.
Yeah.
And it's like 40. They have like 43 starting quarterbacks in the last 25 years, which is that shouldn't happen. You shouldn't be that bad.
That's crazy. And then on top of that too, they have one singular playoff win dating back to 1994. And that playoff win came like super recently. Why the fuck did they let go of Baker Mayfield? Why isn't he still a Cleveland Brown?
Because of Odell Beckham Jr.'s dad.
Now we have something to talk about.
Wait, his dad?
So Odell Beckham Jr. was traded from the Giants to the Browns.
I remember that firmly.
Yep. Didn't go where he wanted to go. Nobody wants to go to the Browns. That was obviously not a great situation for him. He was not getting the ball. It was not a good connection. He felt like he was wasting away his final prime years, right? His quarterback was Baker Mayfield. Odell Beckham Jr.'s dad was complaining about it in the media. I don't remember if it was on his social media or if he went to a more official platform.
It was on social media.
Yeah, and he was talking about Baker Mayfield isn't getting the ball, making this whole big scene. And they bought into it, I guess. And they were convinced that he wasn't the answer, which it wasn't just because of that, I guess. He also wasn't particularly good for those first few years. There was some flashes in his rookie year. He looked pretty good, then had some bad years. And he was certainly up and down. It was a debate whether they should give up on him or not. But when they gave up on him, it wasn't necessarily panned. Everyone kind of understood it wasn't trending in the right direction. And they did that because they sent him out to bring in Deshaun Watson. And at that moment, when it happened, that was viewed as getting a top 5 quarterback in the league. That was viewed as, oh my God, they finally have their guy. And then they got the karma of a motherfucker. He became the worst man alive. We got him out of here. He's terrible. Was terrible on the field, terrible off the field. Everything collapsed from that moment. It became the worst trade in NFL history, the worst contract in NFL history. And Baker Mayfield thrived after that.
Was he given that contract extension before he actually played?
Yes.
Was he given that before the allegations?
No. It was after the allegations. They traded for him knowing he was Nasty Man.
Oh, yeah.
He was nasty. He was available for trade because he was Nasty Man. The Texans shipped him out of there. And they gave him he hadn't played in a year. He got a suspension, right? They gave him the biggest contract in the NFL.
Well, no, it wasn't just suspension. He had torn his ACL.
That too.
He was coming off. He had allegations and a torn ACL. And the Browns went and gave Watson not only this massive contract, fully guaranteed.
No one does that. And nobody does that ever.
Guaranteed.
No one does that ever. I don't even think Josh Allen's is fully guaranteed.
Nobody's ever gotten a fully guaranteed deal.
And nobody will. There's the whole collusion case in the NFL, and people were accusing the owners of collusion with these deals. A big part of that hinges on the fact they were mad that the Browns gave him a fully guaranteed contract and set a precedent. So yeah, they're in despair now, and they will be for a long time because of that. That's the newest ripple effect of this whole long history of terrible quarterback situations.
And also to go back to Odell's father,
Yeah.
he was very, very active on social media because he basically made a huddle tape of all 22 film
Yeah.
of
No
every time Odell was open and the ball did not get thrown to him.
Yo.
They were active.
That's crazy.
Yep. And then Baker Mayfield went on to be but well above average starting quarterback for several years. Now he's top 10 level quarterback this year, and last year, like, just continues to thrive and get better and show they gave up too soon.
Will we ever see a level of consistency from this organization just to be like middling?
They've always been consistent. Consistently ass. Like, it's never changed.
Yeah. However, if the Bengals can find somebody and the Bengals can get to the Super Bowl, so can the Browns.
Man,
What a bar.
that's crazy.
So Mo learned this week the Browns are an utter just embarrassment to the sport.
Incompetence.
Nincompoops. The
Yeah.
dumbest motherfuckers on the planet work for the Cleveland Browns. That's what Mo learned this week.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't talk about that, but I had to get that out of the way when it comes to my journey. Ground eaters, we move.
We're on to TikTok time. It's time to yap. It's time to have some fun. Let's get on to the second half of the show. Welcome to TikTok time. Today, we are going to begin like we always do. We are going to pick the biggest winners and losers in the NFL for week 9. Big week for losers, not going to lie.
The losers are
Plentiful.
This might be the biggest losing week in the NFL this season.
they're drowning.
Yeah, we'll get to that. They are in despair. There's many around the league that are not having a good time, including myself. But before we do that, let's start with some positivity. Who are the biggest winners of the week? Donovan, lead us off.
Eagles fans.
Why?
This was the perfect bye week. There was no game you could not lose. All three of our division opponents lost.
Nice.
Somehow we are tied for the 1 seed. We are the 1 seed in the NFC after everybody lost. It's great. You had some deficiencies. Howie Roseman said, "You know what? I got something for you. Help is on the way."
Yep.
This was also no drama this week. Mwah. It was a great week. Didn't have to do anything, and we're still up.
You kind of robbed the Dolphins blind. I think Jalen Phillips for a third round pick is a pretty good trade.
And if he leaves, we get a comp pick. Hey man,
Unc is coming back in the doors. Brandon Graham's here to save the day. Everything's going well.
this is the perfect bye week. You really couldn't have asked for anything more.
Yeah. Okay.
So
there
yeah,
you
we're
go.
up.
Biggest
Okay.
winners for sure.
Next winner, Brock Bowers. You came back from injury. You finally put it together. You reminded everybody, I am the best tight end in the NFL, at least pass catching wise. Everybody forgot. The only reason people talk about the Raiders throughout the season is despair. Is Geno Smith's washed? It was a miss of a trade. We don't know if Pete Carroll still got it. All these things about why things are poorly. You came in and reminded everybody, I am the lone bright spot on this team.
Good job. My fantasy team needed it. I picked him in the second round. It's about time he showed up.
I have him in my dynasty team and a couple other redraft leagues. So I've been dying on Brock Bowers Island all year.
My first winner, Jacoby Brissett. Look at you being important, remaining important, snatching chains. You are the number 1 chain snatcher so far this week. You're making things work, offense click. You're prioritizing the right pieces, and you are clearing the air, clearing the dust, and showing why you are the most important QB there right now.
I don't give a damn about him. Biggest winner, Marvin Harrison Jr., having not Kyler Murray. Jacoby Brissett, by the simple nature of being regular, you have allowed Marvin Harrison Jr. to have his most receptions in a game of his career. A couple days after Marvin Sr. had some choice words about what was going on over there and how it wasn't his son's fault, I was never going to be the one to tell Marvin Harrison Sr. that he's wrong. That'll never happen. I will never be the one to speak out to Marvin Harrison, but he was proven right this week.
Next winner, Bears fans.
Okay.
For once, they won a crazy game.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Sauce Gardner traded to the Colts.
What?
Live
Sauce
reaction.
Gardner?
Live reaction.
What?
Okay, we're going to record a video after this come out separately, I guess, about or maybe we should do it.
How are we gonna do this?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Keep going.
I can't.
Sauce Gardner's
I
a goal.
can't.
Biggest winner, Colts fans. You got Sauce Gardner just now, about 10 seconds ago.
I wonder what the fuck they went ahead and gave up, but it don't matter because your defense is up. Earlier, I talked about how they're middle impact defense everywhere, bro. But guess what? You just got a hell of a lot better, at least when it comes to the secondary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do a separate video, I guess, grading every
yeah.
trade.
Yeah, every trade.
Wow.
All right. Sounds good. Also,
That's crazy.
Next winner, Titans and Saints fans combined, because you are now 1 week closer to the season being over. You have a combined 2 wins. You're at the top of the Tankathon ladders. We're trying to get the number 1 overall pick. We're trying to rebuild. The closer we can get to April, the closer we can get to the draft, the better off we are. Shout out to you guys.
Okay.
Next winner.
Go ahead. Next winner for me, I got not a player, not a team, but actually someone who's a politician, the mayor of Baltimore. You get to have less pressure on your neck because we have all of our attention diverted to Lamar Jackson. No more crime, no more knick-knack conversations when it comes to things that are happening in the streets of Baltimore. Why? Because your sunshine is back and everyone is turning their attention to their team.
Yeah, I'm sure the crime rate drops whenever the Ravens win.
Yeah, and no one's watching the Commanders anymore, especially after what happened with Jaden Daniels.
That's
you
true.
won the city.
That's true. The whole DMV is locked in.
Okay. Next winner, JJ McCarthy, PR. Did he play a fantastic game? No, he did not. Did he win the game? Yes, he did. And for that, people are going to be saying all week, shout out JJ McCarthy. It's going well. He's rebounding from a struggle, from an injury. Things are going on the right path. All you got to do is win, and you will have a good week of discourse.
Shout out to JJ McCarthy. That's also all the winners that I have. It's only losers from here on out.
Wow, you didn't dig very deep in your winning pool today.
I told you, everybody's a loser.
I got one last winner.
I have several. Good Lord.
Ooh, go ahead.
Next winner, Broncos fans.
Okay.
You got to play against Davis Mills.
Yes.
You got to play against the most unserious offense in the league. You got an easy lick. Your offense was not good. It did not matter because you were less bad than the other opposing offense. You got out easy today.
My last winner, speaking about getting out easy, Terry McLaurin did absolutely nothing. You have no more expectations on your shoulders at all. Season is nuked, but you secured financial freedom for the rest of your life. Amazing job.
Another winner, Josh Allen MVP odds. Back to the top. Not having his best year doesn't matter. He will find his way into MVP conversations, and slaughtering the Chiefs on live television is the way to do it. He's back in the conversation. Probably the front runner now, as long as they keep winning games.
Okay.
Are we going to get a back-to-back MVP season? Maybe.
Hell no.
I kind of hope not. 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner, by the way.
Ooh, 2 firsts. That's a lot.
Jets ran off, but the Colts are going all in. I respect it.
Yeah, okay.
Another winner, Mac Jones, job security. This might be the newest backup quarterback to get propelled into the conversation, because now I'm seeing discourse online. Do we trade Brock Purdy? We're getting all this out of the $5 million quarterback, but we don't need the $55 million quarterback. I don't know where that ends. It probably doesn't end with the Brock Purdy trade, but I bet it ends with Mac Jones continuing to be employed.
If the 49ers don't want their own $55 million quarterback, who's trading for that $55 million quarterback?
Oh, listen, there's some needy teams out there that I can probably think of a few.
No, I would not do it. I would not trade for that contract.
That's a lot of money, man.
I mean, it's a lot of money, but not really for a quarterback. Like, it's like market rate, I
guess.
And so many trades are happening right now.
What?
Mike Vrabel, my last winner of the week. You got a victory when Drake May played poorly. You showed that you can win games without Superman carrying. Drake May played a regular second-year quarterback game, had some mistakes, had some strengths, and you find a way to win. Good for Mike Vrabel. Good for the program the Patriots are building outside of their MVP level quarterback.
Dude, let me double up. Dave Canales, your quarterback, your young quarterback, did not play good whatsoever. He had like 100 some passing yards. Didn't have the greatest game at all. But you somehow, some way finessed your way into a win against the Packers. You're tremendously up right now.
Yep. Proving that he is a good coach. There was a little hiccup to start the season when they were looking pretty rough, had some terrible weeks. They're stringing together wins. They figured out the Rico Dowdle thing. They're getting him the touches now, no longer splitting it too much with Chuba. Good progress for Dave Canales as a legit above-average coach.
Hell yeah.
All right, Donovan, who is the first biggest loser of the week for you?
All right, thank you. Finally.
I know you're itching to hate.
Thank you.
Get it off.
First loser. The vibes in the Bengals locker room. Not only have you lost 2 weeks in a row, not only have you been walked down in the most embarrassing fashion, you have started and created a civil war within Cincinnati. You have pitted the offense against the defense. They're not publicly going out and saying, "Bro, do your job." Mind you, the Bengals have had several times where they have lost games because their offense has not performed. And has the defense ever said anything? Not a damn word. Now we have 2 bad weeks. Now it's an issue. Guess what? You all suck, right? You all are losers.
I wrote down
they're all bad.
I wrote down anybody employed by the Bengals with the word defense in their job description.
Oh yeah, you're fired.
So that obviously is a DC. That's every defensive player. That probably goes down to the water boys in charge of giving Shamar Stewart his water. That goes to the film guys. That goes to the guys who manage the equipment for the defensive players. Anybody affiliated with that side of the ball, you are a loser this week.
100%. Next loser.
Okay.
You.
Me.
Ooh.
Yes, you. And your hope of a decent season.
Yeah, Joe Alt is dead.
Talk to me.
I'm the biggest loser of the week, having the worst offensive line in the NFL on my team. I'm the biggest loser of the week because I care about Justin Herbert's well-being, and I almost feel like it's guaranteed he will be injured at some point this season with these fucking nincompoops blocking for him for the rest of the season. Going into the playoffs, I got to watch them play against Nick Bonito or something in the playoffs with Austin Deculus protecting his blind side. Justin Herbert is squarely fucked. I am squarely unhappy for the rest of the year. I no longer have a will to live. I feel like every day I wake up with glass bones and paper skin and I cry myself to sleep with the heart attacks. I just don't think anything will go well for me for the rest of my life now. I don't see any light at the end of the tunnel. I'm questioning everything.
Yes, we're light in that Herbie pack right now.
Remember when they were 3-0?
That motherfucker's loud too.
Remember when we were 3-0 and it was awesome?
Yeah.
We were like the best team in the AFC.
It's like, are we gonna make the AFC Championship game?
That was a fun time.
Nah, man.
I knew it was fake. I didn't believe. I knew something bad was going to happen to me. It always does. I've never had anything good happen to me in my life as a Chargers fan. And I knew this year would be no exception. But I'll always live with the what if.
Speaking of nightmares, my first loser, of course, he's on everyone's list, should be Kyler Murray. You are on the worst end of chain snatching. You got your chain snatched, and he even alluded to this a couple weeks ago before he went out with the injury. Some reporter asked him about, are you excited about the Cardinals' new practice facility? He's like, oh yeah, I am. Hopefully I'm around to go ahead and see it and be a part of it. Oh my God, he foretold his own future so soon. It only happened 2 weeks later. Everyone's over here talking about, I wonder who's going to go ahead and trade for Kyler Murray because he surely does not deserve to start for this team no more. Sad outcome. Biggest loser.
Yeah, not deserve is tough, but it does feel like we're trending towards a breakup. This guy will not be the quarterback for them next year. Most likely, it seems like at this rate. Maybe I shouldn't say most likely because I don't really know. But all indications point to this guy needs a different team that fits him better. And this team damn sure needs a different quarterback that fits them better. Mm-hmm. The fact that we have an average, probably even below average, quarterback come in the door that can do the simple thing of throwing the ball quickly and over the middle of the field, and we unlock things for us, that tells you a lot about the simple lack of fit compared to talent.
Welcome to the Saints, Kyler Murray.
Oh, is that where you want to send him?
I was thinking Jets, but apparently if they're selling, then...
Yeah, well, they'll be buying after this year. I can see that.
Oh, Sauce Gardner's a cult. The Colts
That's
are
crazy.
cooking, man.
Next loser, Jaden Daniels. Pour one out. His
Ooh.
elbow was facing the wrong direction. It's tough. It was a blowout loss. He was still in the game. Dan Quinn was asked why was he still in the game, and he was like, bro, I don't know. I don't know. What did I do? He was in despair, and he should be. Their season is lost. It was already kind of lost. They were a clear regression team that everybody knew would probably slow down a little bit after a crazy last season. Jaden Daniels has been hurt every other week. Every 10 days, I'm seeing a post from the Commander social team saying JD5 is back. He keeps coming back. He's going out. It's a terrible season for Jaden Daniels' health.
That is true. Next loser. Just because your game was on Thursday, don't think we forgot. Tua, you guys scored 6 points. You threw the ball 40 times. You had no touchdowns and a pick. Second time this year that he's had no touchdowns and an interception.
Tough.
I am not rocking with the Dolphins. They are now 2-7. Every week seems to be getting worse and worse and worse. And once again, 6 points.
Ooh, man.
Pain.
Loser for me again. Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love, you guys happily get to go ahead and share this award because you guys both possibly put on the worst performance of the entire season when it comes to coaching and all the mysteries that Jordan Love did have and the terrible interception that he did have as well. One of the most embarrassing losses in the year.
They scored 13 points. They didn't punt the ball a single time in this game. How is that possible? Fuckery happened. Turnover on downs, some different stuff. But yeah, didn't punt the ball a single time. Not the best game for Matt LaFleur. I'm seeing a lot of fans talk about some issues he has on the, psychoanalysis of your coach side. Mm-hmm. People talking about some ego problems holding back their offense and whatnot.
Yeah.
We'll see where that goes. Another big loser this week. Daniel Jones. You had a game where you did not play perfect, and suddenly everybody's ready to say those first 8 weeks didn't happen, and people like this guy over here, I've been waiting. I'm telling you he's a fraud. He finally played like, Daniel Jones. They're preying on your downfall, and they're waiting on every corner, waiting for you to fuck up once. You fucked up several times in this game.
And that's what I was waiting for. But you know what? You get everybody has bad weeks. So you can live this week. But if you have another game like this, know that it is up for you. I promise you.
He's waiting.
I promise. Next loser, the Raiders. You went into overtime. You did everything right. You got down into the red zone. You were driving. You were going to win the game. You called the right play. The guy was wide open. And Geno Smith throws the ball. It gets batted down at the line, and you lose on a 2-point conversion. The one chance that you had to actually be a competent team and maybe jumpstart, the second half of the season, that's gone now. Everything is despair in Vegas. Nothing is ever good. The season is 100% lost. It's over.
Tough.
It's over.
And that's all my loser for this week.
That's all I got to, man.
Tough.
Tough.
A lot of heavy-hearted losses going around.
Also, Steelers offense.
Mm.
Because they had like 5 or 6 turnovers in this game. You only win by 7 points? What are you doing? What are you doing?
They're losers for winning?
The offense.
Their
The offense
losers.
specifically.
Okay.
Did you know their average starting field position was at the 47-yard line?
That's crazy.
You're getting the
That's
ball
insane.
at midfield every single time, and you only win by a touchdown? Be better.
That's tough.
Be better.
Oh, you have so much hate in your heart.
That wasn't a good performance.
It wasn't. It's just funny. I know you want, but don't think I forgot about you. You guys suck as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Next thing we are going to do, we're going to do a draft. About a month ago, we did a draft where we picked NFL offenses with the best players to ever play with Tom Brady. We went through all the eras of people that played with him, that ever touched a roster with him, and built teams. Today, we're doing that again with the best players to ever play on offense with Patrick Mahomes. So we're going to pick a quarterback, a running back, a tight end, and 2 wide receivers. The draft order is me, Mo, Donovan. I think for this one, we'll do every single player at their peak. So we get the stars in there that play with them as ring chasers.
All right, perfect.
Just because otherwise, we'd have some disgusting names in this chat.
Okay, let's do it.
So every player at their peak. Number 1 overall pick.
Gardner Minshew. Damn, terrible pick.
I'll pick the biggest advantage on the board. Give me Travis Kelce.
Yeah,
The tight end pool is goddamn non-existent outside of him.
Okay, yeah, I am.
You must not know.
You must
not
Gray. What, did I miss somebody?
I'm just gonna go ahead and do the safest pick right now. Give me Alex Smith.
Okay, yeah, Bobby, the best quarterback there. Donovan got what he wanted.
This is what I needed. Wide receiver, give me Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
Nice.
And then at running back, I will take Le'Veon Bell
Naturally.
at running back.
Yeah, if we're doing everybody at their prime, that's an elite combination to start with. Certainly better than Alex Smith.
Okay, so
Thank you, buddy.
you got it. And my wide receiver 1, give me DeAndre Hopkins.
Another great pick if we're doing everybody in their prime.
Yep.
That's tough. Okay, now this is not a good place to be because all the superstars, you guys just took them off the board. Now, who am I left with?
Oh, no, you got some guys.
Oh, I do. Running back, give me LaShawn McCoy.
Fuck.
Yep, the other star running back here was not good playing with them, or was not great playing with them, but in their prime, LaShawn McCoy was filthy.
Okay.
Now, wide receiver. Listen, we're going to get everybody in their prime. Single best versions of that player. Doesn't matter any circumstance. Give me Josh Gordon.
Dude, that's bull.
Give me Josh Gordon. He did touch a Chief uniform in 2021.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yep. We're picking pre-substance issues Josh Gordon.
All right. So for my next.
Or really during, I
Yes. There's a lot of overlap. I don't know how to parse
And he
it.
was a dog no matter when.
Might have helped. I don't know.
This is so interesting. Give me someone who's more solidified right now, I guess, when it comes to their overall career. At my wide receiver 2, go ahead and give me Juju Smith.
Okay.
Schuster.
Okay.
I need him on my team.
That's fine, I suppose.
Very fair. All right. Where do I want to go? At tight end, I guess, because I need to give me Noah Gray.
Fantastic.
Nice.
People sleep on Noah Gray, you know?
Sure, Noah Gray's fine. Noah Gray is one of the tight ends in the NFL.
And then for my second wide receiver, I need, you know what? This guy, I think he's just better than this guy. I'll take Rashee Rice,
Okay.
a wide receiver.
I have a feeling I know who you were debating with, and it's a hilarious debate.
It's like nobody's ever had this conversation.
Yeah, all right, where are we closing it out, Mo? I'll give you 2 more picks.
Just go ahead and give me Kareem Hunt. I have no choice, bro. No choice.
He had a moment though. Prime Kareem Hunt.
He did. Young Kareem Hunt. That's not a bad pick. Quarterback.
Yeah, that's really good value.
Thank God I got seconds. Give me 2016 Carson Wentz. Give me the one good year.
Ooh, I forget he did win MVP. Damn,
no,
man.
he did not.
He was about to though.
And then wide receiver 2.
This sucks.
I guess give me Sammy Watkins.
Yeah.
I guess I'll take the best season he had.
Ew.
Sure. It was him or Hollywood Brown. Give me Sammy Watkins. Or I guess I could pick Xavier Worthy. Give me Sammy Watkins.
All right. Damn it.
How can I just like not run with a tight end right now? Let me just go ahead and put in another receiver.
Put a running back out there.
Facts.
Get a fullback.
Just give me an extra lineman.
If you want, you can take Anthony Sherman and put him a tight end. We'll allow it.
Fuck it, give me Anthony Sherman.
There you go. Get a new fullback.
Fuck it, man. I don't want another tight end.
Anthony Sherman is on your team. It was that or Blake Bell. Yeah, as a blocking tight end.
Yeah, I'm good.
Nah,
who's your quarterback?
I don't like this.
You did it to yourself.
I'm
on
running
purpose.
the Wildcat.
Nice.
I guess
You got Tyreek Hill for no reason.
Check out your quarterback.
Ew.
I guess we will take Chad Henne.
Nice.
And mind you, prime Chad Henne, in my mind, there was a moment where Patrick Mahomes got hurt in the playoffs. Chad Henne led the Chiefs on a 99-yard touchdown drive. That is the best he has ever been. He was very smart. He was very decisive. He made all the right decisions. If you give me that version of Chad Henne,
from that one drive,
we can do something with this lineup.
All right.
So you got Chad Henne, Le'Veon Bell, Noah Gray, Tyreek Hill, Rashee Rice. That's pretty terrible. Pretty terrible.
Now, Chad Henne can... We can make something work with this.
Man, you sending Tyreek Hill to die out there, man.
It's better than Tua.
Yeah.
I got Carson Wentz, LaShawn McCoy, Travis Kelce, Josh Gordon, Sammy Watkins.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, you got a squad.
Mo has Alex Smith, Kareem Hunt, Anthony Sherman, DeAndre Hopkins, Juju Smith-Schuster.
They got to get some better backup quarterbacks for Mahomes. Let's start putting the pressure on him a little bit. Reignite the fire.
Let's get a controversy going on. Back in like 2010, sports media, there's always a QB controversy. Talk about on First Take.
Do you want to be the Cowboys or not? Do you want to be the most valuable franchise?
I remember just like seared into my brain. I'll never forget the Ohio State QB controversy from like 2012 or whatever it was.
Oh, that was crazy.
With JT Barrett and what was that?
It was
name?
Braxton Miller. It was JT Barrett, and it was Cardell Jones.
Cardell Jones. Yep. I swear,
Jesus.
First Take talked about that for months. They never stopped.
Jesus.
They loved QB controversy in that era.
I mean, what do you do in that situation? Your third string quarterback is out here just winning games, lighting it up.
Next thing we're gonna do, we are gonna see a series of NFL emojis, and me and Donovan have to guess which player we are looking at.
Yes, you guys have to get in your creative bag, whether it be creative bag, and also just try to think about what this player is kind of relevant or popular for.
Okay, try to see some defining characteristics.
Exactly. So with that being said, guess the NFL player by their emojis.
Okay, bow and arrow. I'm guessing he's fast, and a diamond.
Yep.
And a diamond.
You think he's iced out?
I don't know.
What is bow and arrow? Who does this? Whose celebration is this? Is it Justin Jefferson?
No,
but,
Justin Jefferson.
But maybe like
it's a good guess though.
Wait, we're guessing the team, right?
The player.
The player. Is he
Yes.
accurate? You think? Is it a quarterback? Is this Lamar Jackson?
You are correct. This is Lamar Jackson. There we go. Yeah, it
He
doesn't
throws
just
the
have
ball.
to be
He's fast and he's iced out. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
His
All right.
grills are back shining, man. I was like, oh shit, I should put a diamond for this. Motherfuckers are blinging.
Okay.
Okay, who is this player?
Okay. So we got some fingernail paintings,
Yep.
a bat, and he's swole.
I have no idea where the bat's coming from, but the fingernail painting, we're going Caleb Williams.
No, it's not Caleb
It's no
Williams.
low-hanging
No,
fruit.
it's not Caleb
Okay,
Williams.
so it's probably not literally fingernail painting then. So someone sassy?
It's AJ Brown.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Diva.
Yeah,
Oh.
yep, it is.
Diva and Swole Batman.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. You got it. He said Diva always flapping his gums.
Okay, well, my way or the highway. A true wide receiver 1 trait. I understand it now.
Next player. Who is this?
Okay, time's running out. He's a snow bunny and the goats.
You are putting things together.
Is it Aaron Rodgers?
Yes. Just a rabbit meme.
Oh, the rabbit meme.
Yeah. It's almost over for you, goat. But you still to go right now.
I thought you were using that to say white, and I was like, "What?"
Call me another man a bunny? No.
I was like, "What the hell?" I mean, it's you, but still.
No.
Okay, time's up. Emoji plus goat.
Yep.
That could only be him.
Yeah.
Or I guess it could be Travis Kelce, but he has a little more time left than Aaron Rodgers does.
Yeah.
I mean, if he wants,
I don't know.
If he wants it, we'll see.
It's over for him too. Who is this player?
Peach.
Mm-hmm.
So is he from Atlanta, or is he packing? Is he fit, or is he from Georgia?
Maybe he's both.
He's fast and is that Hookem? Is it Bijan?
Yes, it's Bijan. Says he thick, bro. That's a fruit of Georgia, man. What the fuck?
He said maybe both.
It's a peach
He
state.
said he
Man.
plays in Atlanta and he has thunder thighs. Okay, that's an easy one.
Easy. That's a layup. Who is this player?
Someone kicking rocks.
No, not kicking rocks.
Kick rocks, but a bad knee,
Mhm.
rocks.
Mhm.
A bad knee and stones. Someone who's old, kidney stones, and a bad knee.
No kidney stones. No
Kidney
kidney
stones.
stones, man.
2 indications of elderly men.
He's not old at all.
So his-
Robotic leg is a CMC.
Not CMC.
No. Robotic leg. So somebody who came back from an injury maybe and is like
maybe it's like a kicker. It's like Brandon Aubrey.
Not a kicker.
Aiden
Not a
Hutchinson?
kicker. Nope, not Aiden Hutchinson.
I have no idea who.
Robo leg. Is
Yeah.
this because it's bad or because it's like newly
A
put together?
prosthetic?
It stood out like a motherfucker when he
J.K.
started out the year.
Dobbins?
No. Not J.K.
Okay, let's
Dobbins.
focus on this boulder.
Yeah, okay.
What's up with this rock?
Dude, what the hell does that mean?
It's pretty simple. You guys are gonna hate yourselves if you don't get this.
Jaden Daniels.
No. What does he have to do with a rock?
Cam
You
Little.
tell me.
He had a big knee brace.
No.
I don't know who is this. I
He's
give
in
up.
the AFC.
It's in the AFC. Okay, I don't give up yet. It's in
AFC.
the AFC. But is it a bad knee or a freshly put together knee?
AFC West.
What are you talking about?
This is Brock Bowers. That's a rock. Brock. And he had a big ass cast around his knee to start off the year that he freshly just got taken off.
This one's on you. What?
Yeah, go kick rocks.
This is
Brock,
an easy one.
This is
Brock,
this
Brock.
is incomprehensible.
Oh,
This
brother,
is
you're not
ridiculous.
creative.
This is absurd. A prosthetic leg. First off, you're gonna do the Brock thing. Put the rock first.
Exactly.
Don't put the rock second. I'm never gonna. I'm leg
Come
rock.
on now, man. It's on you. You look at it.
Do you
at the
think
same
I'm thinking
time.
Bowers, Brock?
Possibly?
That's on you. That's
No,
on you.
this is on the dealer.
That was all
That's on
hanging
you.
fruit, man.
This is
but
on the
okay.
chef. You made the sandwich, and the sandwich stinks like shit.
All right, how's the next one?
Okay. Crazy, swole, little nuts.
Yep.
Cam Scatterboo.
Yes. Immediately, yes. You got that one in a heartbeat.
Yep. A little nuts. A little crazy.
Yeah, that one was easy. That one was easy. Who is this player?
Okay. Wine.
Mm-hmm.
A disguise.
Yep.
And he shouts, "Who gets drunk, puts on a facade, and screams?"
Yep. He possibly is like a kind of an imposter with the mask on.
I don't quite understand the
Imposter with
wine
the-
side of this, but we can skip that part for now.
But just imposter that be yelling?
No, he don't be yelling. He don't be yelling. He just be talking a lot.
Okay.
And when he talks, like
He gets off
people-
that wine. He starts yapping. People don't like him. Russell Wilson.
No,
I was thinking Rusty.
no.
I don't know the wine part. That part's throwing me off. Why is there wine here?
It's not Russell Wilson.
How does this pertain to NFL athletes?
A disguise,
What
though?
does wine like? What's the vibe that wine gives off?
Like bougie? Or like
Like classy.
Who's classy? And he yaps too much?
fake classy?
Fake classy and he yaps too much.
Like, I don't know, like Liam Cohen or something?
No.
What?
I don't know, because he was saying something in the press conference.
No, this is not Liam.
Something tells me this is
Cohen.
another bad one that we're not going to have a chance for.
No, this is Jalen Hurts. Wine, he's classy.
I don't get the middle
People
part.
call him a top 5 QB. He's an imposter.
Okay.
He's not real. And then
Okay.
and then also, of course, he likes to go ahead and give off bars. People listen when he speaks.
Okay, I get the middle part. I get the bars part. The wine throws me off. I wouldn't have used that to define classiness, but I get it.
That
There is an
aligns.
imposter among us.
Okay.
Go to hell. Go to hell.
Who is this player?
Okay, he's cursing. He's
Mhm.
old. So that part I don't understand. Is he an old man that doesn't like cursing?
He's old, and I think this might represent his position.
A receiver? X receiver?
No. Okay, I'm gonna ignore what you just said because that makes no fucking sense to me.
Or maybe like defender?
Exactly. It's defender. Makes sense.
Because he's like saying no, he's like stopping you. So you have a
Okay,
so you have
Yeah.
it doesn't
old
make sense,
def-
but I get it
an
now.
old defender.
Who curses a lot?
That's all
Mhm.
of them.
Got a mouth on him.
Got a mouth on him.
Hey yo.
Who's the most mouthy old defender?
Brandon Graham?
No.
Brandon Graham.
I don't know. He talks a lot.
A mouthy old defender.
Cam Hayward.
No.
That would be a good pick. I'd cut
Getting
out.
closer. Very warm.
Ooh, old defenders.
What are we
Mhm.
what are we talking about?
Bobby Wagner.
He recently they recently switched his position too. On the defensive end.
I don't know what
I
that
don't know.
means. I give up. Who is
It's
this?
Jalen Ramsey. Another guy who just
Oh,
flexes
okay.
them so
All right, all right.
much,
Okay.
talks a lot. He's
Okay.
old, of course.
You got that. You got
Okay.
that.
He's a
I should've got that
corner.
one.
You got that.
Come on now.
I should have got that one. He does talk. He is now pretty good at potentially playing safety. I
We
get
got
it.
that.
You guys are close, though. You guys are close.
Okay, that one we should have got. That's the first L. I'll take us to the chest.
Who is this player?
Okay, he's accurate. He's
Mhm.
cool. He's Joe Burrow.
No.
Damn it.
No. You're
Josh Allen.
No, not Josh Allen.
Herbert.
No, he's too good. we're too good right now.
Oh, it's a Jackson Dart.
Yes, it is. Too good.
That's a dart.
Yeah, it's a dart.
I don't know what the tongue is. Look.
Cool. Just swag, sticking out his tongue, just doing the most,
Okay.
and then dart.
All
That
right,
is Jackson
fair.
Dart. That
Very
makes sense
fair.
to me.
Who is this player?
Boy, it's not looking good for America. It's funny.
Doesn't have to be a player, actually.
Nick Bosa?
No.
That's Nick Bosa. That's funny. That's
It
funny.
is too.
That's
It
funny.
is- It is too.
Oh, the Dallas Cowboys?
You are warmer.
It's not looking good for them.
It's not a team.
The rose is dying. It's looking a little sad. It's funny, and they're American.
Wait, you said it's a team?
You are correct. He's a part of that team.
Is this Jerry Jones?
Yes, it is Jerry Jones. It is Jerry Jones.
Listen, the sun's gonna come down pretty soon. End of an era on the way.
Yeah, it's over. Who is this player?
This is a roller coaster that's explosive, but you love him, or he's a lover boy of some sort.
I wonder who this could be.
This is a Jordan Love.
Yeah, you got it in the money.
It is certainly a roller coaster.
Just out
Watching
here
him play.
throwing bombs.
Big plays happen.
One of the easier
Love.
ones. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's in the name.
All right, good job.
It's a roller coaster when you watch him play sometimes. Who is this player?
He's breaded. He's tired, and he's the head of the ship. He's the pilot.
Miles Garrett.
No, not Myles Garrett, but you are cooking.
He's breaded. He's tired. And
So
he's in
it sounds
charge.
like a quarterback.
probably a quarterback
Yeah. In the
who's
sense.
tired. And
Joe
who-
Flacco?
No, he's not breaded.
Matthew
don't go.
Stafford.
No.
I'm just thinking of old quarterbacks.
All
at
right,
this
you
point.
can say a quarterback in the league. He's breaded.
Yes, he is breaded. And the last emoji relates to his nickname.
Oh, Kirk Cousins.
Yes.
Oh,
Captain Kirk.
Go Bands.
Okay,
Yes.
that makes
Captain
sense.
Kirk.
he's tired.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa, it's a lot of emojis.
Who is this
Oh, what the
player?
Nerd brain, heartbreak helmet, run. Nerd brain, heartbreak helmet, run. Nerd brain, heartbreak helmet, run.
Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Nerd brain, heartbreak helmet, run.
I'm going to say this is Jameer Gibbs.
No, not Jameer Gibbs.
Saquon Barkley.
No, not Saquon. Ignore the last emoji. Ignore the last emoji completely.
Heartbreak helmets. So it's a smart guy, clearly.
Yes.
Maybe a bit of
But
a
he
dork.
breaks your heart.
He's a dork. I will say also he's not on the field as a player.
Oh, so head coach. This is Kyle Shanahan?
No.
Because somebody's
Good
always
guess.
because people are always hurt.
What's up with
Really
his
focus
helmets?
on that.
Where does the helmet take you?
This
Focus-
Jim Harbaugh?
No, not Jim Harbaugh. Not Jim Harbaugh.
Maybe like Dan Campbell.
Mike McDaniels?
You are correct.
Okay, it's a
Mike
nerd.
McDaniel.
It's a nerd
yes.
who's down bad. I don't know what the helmet is.
The helmet wasn't supposed to be there. Neither was the running emoji. It was supposed to be just for those first 3.
Oh, okay.
But you guys are correct.
That makes sense. Yep. Smart guy. Just ending pretty poorly.
Yeah.
It's a McGenius nerd boy.
Who is this?
Who's the sassy bald of New York City?
Old man in New York.
He's annoyed. Is this Brian Dable?
No. You guys are cooking.
Oh, we're getting close.
It's not Aaron Glenn. It's not Woody Johnson. Is it a player?
It's a player. Someone.
A bald old in New York who's not having a good time.
Not necessarily bald. He's just old.
Old in New York is not having a good time.
That is tough.
Who's upset to be there and who's geriatric?
Yep. As fuck.
Geriatric in New York?
You hate to watch him.
And one of the 2 New York teams? Why am I blanking on this?
Giants or Jets? One of the olds on the Giants or Jets?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who are we forgetting?
Who am I blanking on right now?
You guys are blanking like a mug.
He's saying it like it's obvious.
Yeah. The middle emoji doesn't necessarily mean like he's having a rough time. People just feel certain ways about him.
Old is confusing me because it's not Justin Fields.
No, it's not Justin Fields.
You might have us here. I don't.
Old
in New York. I have no idea where you.
Wow, this is shocking.
Hold on.
You guys are gonna be so mad at yourself.
Old
Okay,
on one of the New York teams.
I know. I'm gonna need a brain blast.
This is inexcusable.
He's an issue that people don't like. So he's probably it's not an offensive player. I don't think.
It's probably a defender.
Who
But,
is an
like-
issue on one of these teams that's like a black hole that he's complaining about sucking or something?
You guys are making me lose patience right now.
Who is this?
This is Russell Wilson.
Oh, what do you mean? Nobody cares about Russell Wilson anymore.
People are disgusted by him. All his former
That is-
teammates hate him.
That is true.
They're over
him.
They do always give him.
They
the
think
side
he's
eye.
Okay.
annoying.
Okay. I was
He's-
thinking more of the fans. Okay.
It's Russell Wilson, man. That was
Okay. You
bad.
know what the problem is? I don't associate him in New York anymore because he doesn't play. So he's just-
Exactly.
He's just like a being.
Yeah.
he was a Giant for 6 business days. Like
Yeah.
I did not even think about that.
Yeah, right. Who is this emoji?
Brain
Doesn't
book.
have to be a player. Huh?
Brain book.
Yep.
Brain books to their nerd.
Mhm.
Liam Cohen.
No.
Kyle Shanahan.
No, you're so close.
Sean McVay.
You're correct.
There
Sean
you go.
McVay.
Smart guy.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Who is this player?
Okay, we're frying eggs.
Yep.
It hurts our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of flour
Stuff.
that looks kind of tropical. Is this
Mhm.
Tua?
This is Tua.
This is eggs. This is brain
He
scrambled
is
eggs.
cooked. Brain scrambled. If you want to say that, hey, overall he's cooked no matter what. And that flour
The
is
flour's crazy.
It's hibiscus flour for Hawaii.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the last one. Oh
Let's get
man.
emojis.
He said that motherfucker is sizzling. Next thing we are gonna do. You know, we're halfway through the season now. We kind of have a good idea of how a lot of this offseason's free agency moves have panned out. We're going to go through some of the biggest ones. Mo's going to show them to us, and we are going to grade them after 9 weeks.
Yes, all these lofty expectations that we've had. Let's
Yep.
revisit these conversations.
Which trades and signings are best case scenario, which have not gone so well?
And let's regrade them. Sam Darnold to the Seahawks.
I mean, this is an A+.
This is an ultimate A+, and this was panned as being a mistake. Geno Smith has carried you guys so much despite having a bad offensive line. How are you going to downgrade to a quarterback that only played well when you had Justin Jefferson and KOC? Well, that's because we didn't know. They have the new Justin Jefferson and they have the new KOC. They got some geniuses over there, a wide receiver 1 over there. That's maybe the best receiver in the league. This has worked out perfectly. Sam Darnold is a top 10 quarterback this year.
The Seahawks are about to win the NFC West right now.
Who would have
easily
said that before the year started?
This has been the ultimate. You got us. We're all wrong. Sam Darnold was the answer. He's cheaper than Geno. He's miles better than Geno now because Geno
job.
fell off. You guys won this agenda war 1,000,000%.
Hell yeah, man.
And it was probably the most criticized move of the summer.
Oh, yeah. 100%. 100%.
And it worked out. You guys won. Shout out their GM, man.
Yeah. Geno Smith,
Fuck.
the Raiders, right again.
Right back.
F, man.
Yeah, I think like to the Pats are living up to their destiny of being this young team who can take the step forward. The Raiders were supposed to be that. The Raiders also have a bad schedule. They also have a new coach. They also have a new quarterback that was supposed to take them from ineptitude to being at least a competent football team. They look worse. They look worse than what they look like as opposed to when they had Antonio Pierce as their head coach. And Geno Smith, you proved all the haters right. He proved that he is not a top 10 quarterback.
Who was their QB last year?
Gardner Minshew.
He looks worse than him.
Yeah, this has gone as bad as you can think of if you're a Raiders fan.
Geno Smith was a good quarterback. He's no longer a good quarterback. You guys got him as soon as he fell off, as soon as he hit that age cliff and started playing terrible. F. And you gave up a pick to get him. Humongous F.
But shout out to Geno because, he got a new deal. Stay paid.
Yeah,
Shout out
I guess so. Jalen Ramsey to the Steelers.
Well, considering they moved him to safety full-time this week, apparently he's going to be practicing there full-time.
Mm-hmm.
And he's supposed to be your quarterback one. He's giving up a lot of big plays. Probably like a C- to a D+.
When you start moving people around because you need to listen, when you're a DB, you go from cornerback to safety.
Clocks up. And to be fair, part of the trade was that we knew he could do that if it didn't look good at corner. We always knew the safety thing was in the back of our heads. So this was baked into the plan, but it hasn't gone well. He hasn't been great on the outside. C-.
Seeing how Jamar Chase did him a couple weeks ago, man, I can't get those highlights out of my head.
Yeah, that was a take him out to the woodshed type of moment. That was not great.
Jair Alexander.
F. The man's an Eagle now. He didn't do a single productive thing for the team.
Fuck.
They said he hasn't been healthy, but we can fix him. All we need is one healthy season. We need half a healthy season. They got half a healthy game, and now he plays in Philadelphia.
And mind you, listen, just come in, do your job. We're rooting for you. You can change the entire narrative with half a season of play.
Yeah. I'm not. Don't get your fucking hopes up,
No,
buddy.
I promise you, I'm not. I just need him to be good vibes. That's it.
Stephon Diggs to the Patriots.
Hey,
yeah, I was gonna say B+ just in terms of like on the field, but honestly, the vibes have been really good. There was a lot of off-season noise about Stephon Diggs. He's come in, been the ultimate leader, ultimate Unc, has helped the Patriots get to this 7-2 record. This has gone awesome.
he's 32, previously known as being a diva, coming off of an ACL tear. There was lots of reasons to doubt he would be able to perform at the highest level and do what this team needs. He's fully accepted his role. He is clearly one of these types of receivers that's going to age gracefully despite losing some burst because he is a genius level route runner, a genius level just IQ of understanding of space. He's still good.
Yeah, he's been a great veteran presence too around these guys as well.
Yep. Good sidekick for Keyshawn Booty.
The next player up, we got
Why is it not going? There you go.
DK Metcalf to the Steelers.
This jersey, disgusting.
Terrible.
But
I'd say
I'm going like B+, A-.
Yeah, A-. I think we're getting low-key the best version of DK in years. His connection with Aaron Rodgers has been fantastic. They're running these formations where they have like 3 tight ends and 1 receiver. All the pressure on the outside is on DK. They're using his size incredibly well. The way they're using jump balls with him, slants he's taken to the house. He's been the best thing you could have hoped for after a year where a lot of us kind of gave up on him.
Anytime that you see DK Metcalf, all you say is like, why are you not Megatron? Why are you not the best receiver in the league? And why can't you just be bigger and be stronger and go moss everybody? And the Steelers are like, you're going to do that for us.
Yeah.
And so to finally make good on what people think that DK Metcalf should be, you got to give him all the credit in the world.
Yeah. And I think this isn't even that much about DK Metcalf. It's about the Steelers identifying that he's the perfect receiver for Aaron Rodgers. Or really that Aaron Rodgers is the perfect quarterback for DK Metcalf. The ball placement he does, he's amazing at putting it exactly where DK can go up and get it. He's helped him be able to become this like use your size receiver so much.
Hey.
Just shout out Aaron Rodgers. I still got it.
A-.
Larry Tunsil.
D. Just because Laramie Tunsil is not washed. The Commanders giving up a pick to get older than they already were and fielding the oldest roster in the league because they thought they were in win now mode.
Yeah.
Gigantic failure of just malpractice in terms of where their timeline actually is. I think this summer they should trade him and trade a lot of other guys and try to do a retool to try to get younger because this was a miscalculation of how good they actually are.
I don't even know if I can hate on... I wouldn't put this in the specific like miscalculation because they did a whole bunch of stuff on their defense that was also really, really bad.
Yeah, well, they have 4 picks in the next draft, and they gave up a good one because of this trade.
Yeah.
If you think that like, hey, we have Jaden Daniels, he just needs to be healthy by any means necessary. I'm okay if you make that trade for an offensive lineman. It's obviously not the ideal thing. The ideal thing is, let's go get somebody that's like 25 and a great left tackle. You don't trade those guys away.
Yeah.
So this was probably the best that they can do. I would give them like a B just in terms of like process and trying to understand the season. It's cooked, so it looks worse than it probably actually is. But
in the moment, there's
this specific deal is like B minus.
They give up a top 100 pick for a guy that has a few years of prime life. If that, they need all the young players they can get. and this is totally hindsight, and we're grading it in hindsight, but there is concern in the moment that you're going all in for this team that is probably further away than you think it is. And this is a super all in to win this year type of move.
Okay.
You have to do it. If you make the NFC Championship game, obviously.
No, you don't. You don't have to do it.
Obviously, I mean, a lot of expectations, especially internally, are gonna be higher.
Yeah, you can practice patience. You don't have to do it. You don't have to trade all your picks and go all in on these veterans. You certainly don't have to do it.
Yeah, but you don't have to do. Everybody doesn't have to be 22 years old.
Yeah.
Right? You can.
Somebody should. They're the oldest roster in the league.
Go get a linebacker instead of having Bobby Wagner be on the defense. Go do that.
Yeah. Somebody should.
You can get an offensive lineman and have a young linebacker. Like you can have some balance. And if I'm doing that, I would rather the offense have a little bit more quote unquote like age or experience, and knowing that the entire offensive line was messed up, and they drafted a young offensive lineman in Josh Connolly, so they were trying to do a little bit of both.
Which makes this even stupider. Well, also, they did this before the draft, so they didn't know Josh Connolly would fall to them. But yeah, in hindsight, it's aged terribly in terms of timeline.
Okay. Keenan Allen. This is an A.
Yeah, he was on the streets, had no job. Thank God that Mike Williams retired. Thank God that Mike Williams retired, so we brought him in and didn't go somewhere else. Like, I think often, like, what happens if Mike Williams doesn't retire?
Why'd you say it like
the
that?
streets, no job, like you was saying. Change.
Well, he's a millionaire. Yeah, he was unemployed, a free agent. I don't know where he was going to go.
His beer was unkept. He was
on the street.
We brought him in. You know, he's been great for us.
And he carried this team through the first month of the season. Thank God Mike Williams retired. What would have happened if he said, I'll stay here and didn't quit before the training camp started? We never would have got him. Team would have been down bad.
You still would have had Ladd and a QJ leap. Yeah, you got it.
With nothing else, Keenan was so important for this 3-0 start.
Yeah.
He got it.
So yeah, hey.
Devontae Adams. It's also an A.
Hey, it's been exactly what you hoped it could be. He's been a
out.
dynamic number 2 receiver next to Puka. They have an amazing combination there. Amazing passing offense. He's starting to get going in the red zone, which is why they brought him in, to be that just like ailment. I mean, to be the Band-Aid to the red zone offense woes. Starting to work out.
Congratulations. You just have one of the best wide receiver duos in the league. Good job.
And we knew it would happen, and it's happened exactly as expected.
You did it.
Joey Bosa.
Well, so far, he hasn't gotten hurt. And Joey Bosa going a season without getting hurt, goddamn miracle. So clearly, they're getting God on their side. A+.
Yeah. I'll go A. I'll go A. The fact that he's not hurt is massive. And the fact that everybody on that defense, everybody else is getting hurt except for Joey Bosa, and you're still able to get production from him. I will go in A, because if he can stay healthy and the rest of the D-line can stay healthy, now we can get into the playoffs, and maybe we can just turn up for 3 games and our defense gets back to middle of the pack. And if you're the Bills, you talk yourself into that scenario 10 times out of 10, and you say, let's go win the Super Bowl. It's not going to happen, but you can talk yourself into that scenario.
Justin Fields to the Jets.
Man, they get this man a 2-year deal.
Oh, man, it's rough.
I guess it's got to be a D. They were inches away from benching him for Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor got hurt. In comes Justin Fields to keep his job. He's playing decent as of now in terms of like not being benched, I guess. Yeah. But it's not. It hasn't worked. They're the worst team in the league.
Yeah, I'm going F. I think you can't. The fact that he has been one of the worst quarterbacks in the league this year, and you have another year of this, knowing it's a rebuild year, knowing all of this, just give him a 1-year deal and let's keep it moving. You probably could have motivated him on a contract year thing. You got that out the way.
Yeah,
I'm going F.
Hasn't worked out super well.
Joe Thuney. Joe Thuney.
Hey, they got one of the best offensive linemen in the NFL to protect Caleb Williams. Their tackle situation, not great, but the interior has been solid. Joe Thuney is still a star. Exactly what you wanted for Caleb Williams.
Anytime that you can help out Caleb Williams, who took the most sacks in the league last year, if you can improve the offensive line and just tell him, just relax, it's going to be okay, that is much better. And it's so much easier to play quarterback when somebody is not rushing down the middle of your offensive line. I'm going A.
Okay. Milton Williams.
Donovan, don't you wish he was an Eagle?
Yeah.
Don't you wish he was still on your team?
Man, we'd have 3-peat.
Wouldn't it be great?
Yeah.
He's been fantastic for the Patriots. Well worth the money they gave him. They said, you're not doing a lot for them. We're going to give you some money. Come do a lot for us. I bet you can do it. He's done it.
Okay. George Pickens is also an A+.
Gotta be. He stepped in for CeeDee Lamb, was a dog for that month, was producing like a true wide receiver 1. I hope they re-sign him.
They should resign him. Knowing that your defense, and even if you didn't know that your defense was going to be this bad, the only way that you were going to be competent is if you said, hey, our offense is going to be really good. And the best version of this team was going to be Dak playing at his highest level, and CD and George Pickens all clicking. Because you didn't know your offensive line was going to be like this. You didn't know Javonte Williams was going to be reignited. You got all of that, and you got George Pickens fulfilling the idea of what you wanted this offense to be, A+.
Love to see it. I'd love to see him saved from the dire situation of being a Steeler.
Hate to see it.
That's the last one. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to play NFL Keep 4, Fire 4 with current coaches that may be on the hot seat.
Fire 4 is
Fire 4. Okay.
So there's 8 coaches here. You got to keep 4 to keep their jobs, 4 that you would fire if you were running these teams.
Okay.
So keep in mind, stay patient. Only can fire 4.
someone.
Can't fire more than 4, Donovan.
We'll see.
Number 1, Mike McDaniel.
Fired.
Yeah, you're gone, buddy.
Fired as fuck, lost the locker room.
You only got 4 spots. He's a talented offensive mind.
I'd spend 2 spots to fire Mike McDaniel right now. Right now. It's just, the vibes are just so bad. The team is not good enough. You have to be let go.
Whoever hires him, you're getting a genius offensive coordinator right back where the job where you should be.
Philly.
Relax. You wish.
Listen, man, we can replace Greg Roman tonight. We can get this done. Dan Quinn.
Keep.
Yeah, I keep Dan Quinn.
Yeah.
I understand everybody wants to fire him after Jaden Daniels got hurt. We did just make it to the NFC Championship game last year. You understand that this roster is old. It is flawed. He's not 100% at fault for all of that. Give him just a little bit more time.
Yeah, give him time to let the GM reinvent the roster and get young again, because Dan Quinn is not the problem this year.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll. First year at the Raiders, has done very little well so far, but it's only year 1. Is he a one and done?
I wouldn't want to fire him. I think I'd want to push him towards retirement. I'd want to give him a lesser role. You know, this is a realignment of the organization.
Yeah, I would offer him a very big pension. However, I don't think I could. I don't like going one and done with a lot of coaches. So
Yeah.
I'll give you the year. You can get the offseason to get whatever you feel that you need to make this team successful.
Yeah, generally one and done is not wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after that, 6 weeks, prove it.
Okay, we'll keep him. Aaron Glenn.
Again, it's another one and done situation.
This is one and done where it might be fair to move on. I think
I
you
don't
might be able to fire this one.
This sucks because the Jets have been so bad. I can't even call it racism. So I will.
He's done. I think he got.
It would be your third keep.
I think he got to go. He got to go. He's fired.
They just traded away Sauce Gardner.
And they're ringing in the year.
If this is going to be a complete gut job once
Yes.
again, you know what? Just fans they've seen this before. You could go through it again. Yeah, we're firing.
Yeah.
It's been bad.
Brian Dable.
I don't know. This is weird.
Obviously, all his best players got injured on the offensive side of the ball. The roster's not particularly good. He finally got a quarterback. He can cling on to that.
It's fire him for what did he do to deserve to be fired? But also he's done nothing to really elevate the team or put anybody.
We know
in a
he's really
specific
smart,
position.
and we know he's a good offensive mind. We haven't seen it, but we know it's not his fault. But we also haven't seen it very much.
You know what I know? I know he's a Josh Allen merchant.
Mm.
However, we might have to keep him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
How many
think-
keeps do we have?
You have 2 left.
Yeah. Why not spend one on him?
I
Why not?
don't know though. I might be done with Dayball. I think I might.
You could go either way.
Yeah, he's so much on that line.
Yeah.
It's 2-2 right now. You're perfectly even slate. It's keep 2, cut 2 at this rate.
Who's worse than him that we could fire? That's 100% fire. I think we keep him.
All right, come on, pick.
All right, fine. We'll keep Dayball.
Okay. Dave Canales.
We
Have to
see.
keep him.
Damn it, we should have fired Dayball.
You can't fire Dave Canales right
I
now.
know.
We
Yeah,
have
we're
to
not
keep him.
firing Canales.
Yeah, we have to keep him.
So that's all your keeps. So you're firing the last 2.
Yeah, because even as bad and as frustrating as the Panthers have been, you look up, they're 5-4.
Yep.
Yeah.
And every time they've been bad, it hasn't been because of Dave. We don't got to say who it's been because of, but it hasn't been him.
All right, so who are we cutting then?
Kevin Stefanski. Fired.
Damn.
You know
okay.
what? End of an era, things reach the end of the road sometime. Fine, we'll fire.
I feel okay with
We'll
that.
fire him.
Last one. Mike Tomlin.
Damn. This is such a.
You fired the most consistent coach in the league.
Damn.
You fired Mr. 9-8 while he's on the path to being 9-8 again, doing exactly what he told you he would do.
Steelers fans would be like, "Hey, we've been telling you it's about that time." It makes sense. Sometimes sometimes you have to make the hard decisions.
Mm.
And if the Steelers do end up at 9-8, because they had a 3-game lead on the Ravens, if they fumble the AFC North and they lose this division,
That'll be
or
the
if they don't
funniest
win a
thing ever.
playoff game,
That would
Yeah.
be the funniest thing ever.
yeah, you got to go.
Maybe you guys are ahead of the curve. Next thing we're going to do. I have 5 NFL categories for you guys. I'm going to say a category. You guys have to think of a player that fits that description and try not to say the same player as me.
Okay.
So I'll reveal some pictures to you guys who I have for each one.
Okay.
Before I reveal it, you say a name and we'll see if you can pass all 5 levels.
Okay. What's the description?
First off, level 1. Just name an NFL quarterback.
An NFL quarterback?
Yep.
Okay.
Any quarterback in the league. 3, 2, 1.
Justin Fields.
Michael Penix.
We got Justin Herbert. You guys passed level 1.
Ooh, he said Justin Fields.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
Justin adjacent. He was real close. Real close.
I was never going with Herbert.
Yeah. Name an NFL player over 6'4".
Over 6'4".
Yep. Big lad.
Okay, cool.
Name an absolute unit. 3, 2, 1.
Darnell
Mailata.
Washington.
Good pick. What'd you say?
Jordan Mailata.
Okay. We got Justin Herbert. You guys passed level 2. You guys have the restraint.
I was
You're
going to
smart.
go
Yeah.
with Washington, but I thought he was going to go with him.
That would be a good pick. Name an NFL player who's currently dating a celebrity.
Dating a celebrity.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Sauce Gardner.
I don't know anybody who's dating a celebrity. What are these dating pools looking like,
Just say
man?
Sauce Gardner.
Sauce, yeah.
It's Justin Herbert.
Wow.
was
Okay. Okay.
It's Justin Herbert.
Nice.
You guys are succeeding left and right. Shout out the Sauce Gardner pool. Surprised nobody said Travis Kelce.
Yeah, sure.
Just blanking. Name a starting NFL quarterback in California.
A starting quarterback in California.
So any of the California teams.
Okay.
Pool's getting smaller.
How many are there?
3, 2.
Oh, it's San Francisco. Okay. Got
Yeah,
it.
because Oakland left.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Brock Purdy.
Okay, we got Justin Herbert. How are you guys so good at this?
Nice.
Nobody's failed. You guys always fail by level 4.
I wonder why.
That's crazy.
Laser.
Level 5. Or level, wait, no, is that level 3 or 4?
That was 4.
That was 4.
Yep, so
Level
we're on 5
5.
now.
Name an NFL QB who went to Oregon. Starting right now. There's only a few.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, cool. So,
3,
yeah.
2, 1.
Bo Nix.
Mariota.
Mariota is starting now because Jaden Daniels
Yeah.
got hurt. Okay. It's Justin Herbert. You guys both win.
Did Bo Nix go to Oregon?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
All right, cool.
How do you guys feel? Finally succeeding. I can't remember the last time you both got to level 5.
Yeah, I feel good. This is the first time that I feel towards the end, there wasn't a lot of pressure, even though that the categories got smaller.
Yeah.
I just feel like I had a really good feel for the game today.
Yeah, you guys, you're on your A game.
Yeah.
I feel good. This is the first time his glazing was to the best of our ability.
I know, is it the first time you ever won?
No.
No, he's won before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once or twice?
A couple times.
A couple
Here and
times.
there.
Okay, next thing we're going to do. We are going to pick the most disappointing player in the NFL through the first 9 games at every offensive skill position.
True.
So quarterback, running back, tight end, 2 receivers. Who has disappointed you this year for one reason or another? It can be whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
First off, quarterback.
Geno Smith.
Yeah,
Hand-
it's got to
hands-
be. There's no
hands down.
close one.
Hands down. Even if you were low on Tua, you could still say that there was a floor that kind of looked like this. Geno Smith was in top 12, top 10 arguments. Some nerds would even say top 7, top 8.
I don't know about that.
Some nerds,
Top 7 or 8.
Some nerds in
That's
Geno Smith's
deep.
family.
That's
They-
deep.
just a couple. And the level to which he has been cheeks this year is so disappointing.
Yeah. Every other NFL quarterback that stinks, we kind of knew there was a possibility of them stinking.
Mhm.
Geno Smith, we thought at least would be average. More than likely above average. People were saying this is the best upgrade in the NFL this season. Nope.
Yeah, I think Geno Smith takes the crown with this one.
Bro, I thought we were past this. You had a decade where it was like this. I thought we were better than this.
Dude,
The 3-year run was beautiful.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll cherish it forever.
And I'm not mad.
Mhm.
I'm just disappointed.
I'm pissed. Actually, no, I'm happy because I told you what happened for different reasons.
Yeah.
Told you they'd suck. Next up, running back.
Ooh.
Running backs, Saquon, Barkley.
Low key,
Who
it probably
else?
has to be Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Not really his fault per se, but in terms of disappointing when you come off that type of season, people probably expect that to happen again. They expect you to be the best running back in the NFL. Has he been in the top 5 productive running back in the NFL this year?
No.
he hasn't.
For-
Firmly no.
And again, it's not like he sucks and it's his fault, but A lot of carries last year. Blocking hasn't been quite as good. Hard to sustain that much excellence. It's tough.
Fine, you got it. It's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you are like 50 yards away from the rushing record, yeah. It's tough to come back the next year and see other people trying to snatch your chain.
Yep.
Some might say that
Not tried to. Jonathan Taylor took that bitch and ripped it off.
Some are saying that it's already snatched.
It's been snatched. Honorable mention to Kenneth Walker. Your fucking coaches hate you.
Ooh, yeah.
Tight end. I think it's probably Evan Ingram. Just because, especially from like a fantasy perspective, him going to Sean Payton, him talking about we have our new Joker for our offense and all this hyping up with the role he's going to play, he has done almost exactly nothing.
Okay, I would say Brock Bowers just because.
But he got hurt, but he came back and he's got again.
He's missed a bunch of time, so you could say that.
I would say that if he didn't come back and go sicko mode this week,
then I would tell you that Travis Kelce, because I understand that he's old. The mistakes that he's making, just the drops, right? Because it's not just the fact that he's slow. He can't create separation. He can still do that from time to time.
He's leading the tight end NFL in receiving yards.
The bad mistakes and the timely mistakes are the ones where I keep looking at Travis Kelce and I'm like, dang, this is getting kind of sad.
Yeah, he's still good overall, but yeah, the big moments have been bad.
Okay.
Wide receivers.
Number
one is obvious.
Brian Thomas Jr.
Brian Thomas Jr. with the bullets. I thought this was a rising superstar. I thought this was going to be a guy who's clearly top 10 level. I thought he was neck and neck with Malik Neighbors for the best receiver in that class. He has been insanely disappointing. He refuses to do any type of productivity over the middle of the field. Very limited receiver.
I don't know if I should be disappointed in myself or disappointed in this player. My number one choice was Keon Coleman because I thought he was going to do something. I thought he was going to go ahead and prove to be the number one, let alone like X receiver. But
I tried telling you.
Absolutely nothing.
I tried telling you you can't separate, but a lot of other people believed in him. So I get it.
After week one,
I thought we were cooking after week one.
I know fool's gold when I see it.
And then after that, he continued to produce, I think, just about 200 yards through like 6 or 7 games.
You know who else has been a big disappointment?
Travis Hunter.
Fair, I guess. Yeah. Calvin Ridley has been a fucking no-show all year.
Oh, yeah.
Every fantasy analyst was saying, sneaky league winner, Calvin Ridley. Cam Ward's going to come in and he needs a target.
Yeah.
Guess who bought into that?
Calvin Ridley's done jack shit. Calvin Ridley doesn't exist.
Out here dropping so many passes. Cam Ward's father was about to fall out of the stands seeing how many passes people were dropping. Calvin Ridley was not exempt from that.
The real Calvin Ridley league winning season is the friends he made along the way.
You are so right. Calvin Ridley is like, he is at fault for people's health sometimes, bro.
He's one of the wide receiver ones in the NFL. Yeah. And with that being said, that is everything we're doing today. That is this episode. Nice. If you're still here, watch people comment.
Calvin Ridley is the friends we made along the way.
There we go. Put on APB for Calvin Ridley. And we'll see y'all next week.